he's got a bit of like food, kind of like like old food, kind of caked on in bits of his fur and all that. But all in all, Ikit is basically just the one that you've seen moving around the carnival all the time with a trash can and just collecting all of the, like somebody spills food, he just collects it, keeps the place clean.
I do not think Crowley's going to like you very
So
much.
he's a janitor that just keeps all of the trash on him.
Well, not only that, but he's also like the maintenance guy. When the tight ropes need tightening, when the tents need to go up, Ikit's there.
Also, I realize my picture is of the tattooed lady, not of a strong woman anymore. So I'm a tight roping tattooed woman.
Where's your picture? I don't see your picture.
You can also be
it's
strong.
in D&D and Beyond. I tried uploading it to
I need to open that. I have it open.
Roll20, but I have no idea how to do that.
All right, Guts, your turn.
Well, I just want to clarify. Is there a reason we brought the help? I don't.
Ikit just kind of hisses in your general direction.
Oh. Does he have his shots?
We're not actually playing it. Just introduce
No, I'm just asking. Excuse me. I didn't know we were being so forceful. Yes. My name is Crowley, and I am the purveyor of all things in the occult, and I see the future, and I talk to the dead, and I'll be happy to tell your fortune if you have a couple copper. Well, except for the rat, I don't talk to vermin.
He doesn't eat anything that tastes good. No.
All right, Corby. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm the businessman around here. I run the dunk tank, and I would say, most important part of the circus is me.
Hey, Corby, what do you look like?
Well, I'm a skeleton. I'm dead. Which I guess throws some people off, but yeah.
All right. You guys ready? Happy? Got a little info on each other? Lumina, you're not pushing a button.
Bone Man always has the best treats. Food goes right through him. Yes.
I'm not sure that he'd be eaten.
All right.
Well, someone's eating.
She's Irish.
I'm
maybe
a dwarf lass.
I'm an idiot.
You're not. It's fine. All right. So our traveling circus troupe is headed towards the town of Crow's Meat. And you are traveling through a dense forest on a wide enough path for you all to either... Now, would you guys have brought the wagon, or would you have walked?
That's her name in Dungeons and Dragons chat, and you have to try to pronounce it.
Freaking hate you.
What? Where?
Don't we just always bring the wagon with us?
Cirque I can't even say that word. De Lumière.
Cirque de Portes de Lumière.
Portes de Lumière.
I have no idea. I just made it up as I
like it. All right, so y'all are traveling with the wagon headed towards Crow's Meat. Is there anything you would like to do on your way into town? It is starting to get dark, but it is not quite dusk yet.
I'm sitting on. I'm kind of fluffing up some pillows because I don't like bumpy roads at all. So
I mean, if it's starting to get dark, we could light some lanterns or torches or something.
So Ikit is hauling a trash can around with him. So I'm imagining that you're kind of making Ikit walk behind the wagon at some distance, 20 feet or so, to deal with the smell. but Ikit is just like eyeing up the town as he approaches, looking for where they seem to store their compost and other materials, so you can make sure to put everything in its proper place when he's cleaning up for the circus.
So as you are entering the town, the sun is setting, and you hear the church bells start to ring, and notice all of the townsfolk fleeing in that direction.
Well, that kind of be a good sign.
Well, hey, they just know how to party, and this is the way they tell it.
By running away at dark?
Yeah. You run towards the party.
It could be dinner time. Yes, it is that time of night. The sun is going down, which means the people, they bring out the food and we eat it. Yes.
You all hear that kind of at a distance because Ikit's still like 20 feet back.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. We could go into an inn. We could eat something.
Can we eat the rat?
Well, I don't really have a stomach to eat anything, so I don't know what you want me to eat.
You don't need to eat.
You're all bones.
And just to be clear, all of the townsfolk are headed to this one building.
Well, you know what I would order at that restaurant? Some spare ribs.
I feel attacked by Corby's accent.
Here it goes again.
Yes, ribs. It gets it. Yes.
While y'all are standing there, a gentleman in just regular farmer's clothes runs by you, yelling, "Quickly! You must get to the church! He's coming!"
What are you blabbering about?
Who's coming?
Just come on! He's coming! We got to get to the church!
Ikit and his trash can seem to have teleported forward, as Ikit is now apparently riding the trash can and charging forward down the street.
The farmer is trying to direct you along into the building that everyone is going into. What do you do?
I suppose we better go that way. I don't know who's driving the wagon. Are we pulling it, riding it? Do we have a horse? I don't know.
I figured I was pushing the wagon because I had nothing else to do with my energy.
As Ikit approaches the door, are there any hesitations by the people who must be holding the door open? Like, oh my god, the monster!
No, they're a little off-put by your smell, but nobody's going to stop you from coming into the church.
As I ride the trash can in through the front door.
Yes!
Why be you all in the church?
Well, a rat didn't burn, so that's a good sign.
So are all of y'all headed into the church? Is anybody staying in the wagon?
I kind of don't want to go in the church.
Do I see any food?
Y'all have stopped the wagon in front of the building that everyone is going into.
Well, I've come out of the wagon wondering and asking if the wagon is stopped. Why is the wagon stopped?
We need to go in the church.
We're at a church?
That's what that man said.
He wasn't paying attention to us.
The couple people in the doorway of the church are waving you on, come on. It's quickly before they come. He's coming.
I feel like they're meaning we need to make a decision quickly, and we're not getting to that anytime soon.
Say we go in there.
I mean, there's nothing.
That way we can find out who he is.
Yeah. There's nothing we really lose from staying out here.
Or we could find out who he is by standing outside.
Do I sense any food inside the church?
Roll a perception check for me.
Well, all the money's in there. There's probably wine.
The little biscuits that they eat.
Perception or investigation if you want to play it that way. Wax.
Okay. let's see. I got a 16. Investigation would be. I think that would be the best because I'd be definitely. There would be some rifling through pockets. This isn't just like looking around. This is, like.
Oh, easy with
I'm
that.
gonna smell food. So it's +6 for my investigation. So 16 and 6. That should be 22.
So there are 6 or 7 rows worth of pews in the back. The second to last row of pews underneath, you see a long baguette.
Oh, mana from heaven. Okay, initiate covert operation. Icket, slinks his black furry kind of mottled body slinks off of the trash can as he begins to kind of just kind of sidestep along one of the pews towards where this baguette was last spotted.
Oh, there goes the rat. I guess I'll go get him before he scares too many of the town folks.
Who's gonna help me off the wagon?
You're on your own, dude.
All right. Who is in the church at this time and who's still outside?
I'm going to go into the church just so I can see.
I ran in to chase the rat.
Well, I guess I'm helping. I forget your name.
That's all right. You're not. It's okay. You're not very bright. All right. Thank you, young man. And he helps me get off.
You just called the skeleton the young man.
As the two of you, Crawley and Corvy, what is the name of your character? Sorry, Mosk. As the two of you cross the threshold of the church, the townsfolk immediately slammed the door behind you.
Ah! Wait, what had just happened?
You are now closed into this building with the townsfolk.
Okay, I'm starting to get a little claustrophobic. How much space is in here?
It's a fairly good-sized church with about 30 or 40 townsfolk and you all.
Okay.
Do I see the tattooed lady enter, and does she look like she's heading towards me?
Are you headed towards him?
Yeah. Hey, you idiot rat thing! Get away from the people!
I immediately want to enter stealth, like even more so than I'm only 4'10", so I'm legally a midget. Okay,
I'm not much taller than you.
Well, actually, maybe you probably got there before she did. So go ahead, roll stealth.
Okay.
Can we use our IRL dice to roll?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That was the whole point, right?
Yes.
Who just spoke?
Okay, I got a 6. So as Icket is moving along this pew, I feel like do I maybe sense like a cookie in like a child's pocket on the other side of the pew? And so like I kind of like fall over and then I scramble around.
You have cookies?
You basically sensed a crumb, but this.
Can I see the crumb? Is it like on someone's face?
Mm-mm.
On their jacket, maybe lapel?
No, it's it's in this person's pocket.
I just head in the pocket, just rat face, boom, right in the pocket. I'm licking them crumbs.
So did I watch him do that?
Yeah, and Icket, you're gonna hear this. Get out of my pocket, and he pulls you out, sits you on the pew, and what the person that's just pulled you out of his pocket is a grumpy-looking male dwarf.
I would like to go full rat cute mode. We're talking the best of what was that? Ratatouille. The best of like full blown big eyes, the little rounded ears kind of come
forward.
Put a little cross
on him. Put a little cross on him. A little cross on his eyes.
Yeah, a little bit of a cross. and just, like,
I'm sorry, sir. It's just hungry. And there's bread here somewhere. I can smell it.
Puka, I thought that
in my
you said
pocket, and he like puts you basically points you down to the floor and tells you to get on.
Ikit cannot believe
I immediately hit the floor and like, you know, in cartoons when someone like crawls without using their front arms, it's just basically propelling themselves. So Ikit's pear-shaped body is now foot pushing across the floor towards
And
the
as
baguette
soon
like a
as you
torpedo.
as soon as you get down on the floor, you see this baguette.
I'm going for it.
All right, you get there and you pick it up. It is crusty.
I feel like I'm picking it up
hard.
with my mouth. Like it's
All
just
right.
this is a snake action right here.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to chase after that little rat. Just so you know, I want everyone to have a visual.
I feel like I'm choking a lot. And I'm trying to get this baguette down. Like maybe it's like the crustiness, like the hard crustiness.
I need to know what the number is.
Wait, he's eating it?
Oh, it's a 7. Sorry.
He's putting it in his mouth.
Ikit, you hear in your head, "Oh, wait, put me down."
I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. I'm choking on this baguette because it's already like let's be honest. It's about 8 inches in Ikit's mouth. Okay.
Hey Puka, can you describe to Ikit what he tastes and what he saw before he put it in his mouth?
Sure. Let me describe my character.
Corby, can you mute your mic?
Ikit, you saw an approximately 2.5 foot long, kind of old, not moldy, but definitely stale baguette. Had some garlic seasoning on it, definitely infused.
Oh, I could tell.
And quite a bit of butter going on as well.
That's the only reason why I got it so far.
That is the beginning and end of my character description.
You're a loaf of bread.
You're a baguette on the floor.
So you also hear in your do you proceed to continue to eat? I need to know that.
Yeah. There's no teeth. I want to be clear here. This is a snake action. There's no teeth involved here.
Yeah, it's just going.
Ikit is just trying to subsume this whole thing just by like
you again
pushing the cartoon body across the floor.
You again. Unhand me, sir. I'll be forced to defend myself.
I mean,
you're a French baguette.
Am I hearing this? But
yes, in your head.
Like, I feel like the crustiness of the bread is just kind of like cutting a little bit. Like I feel like the bread is already defending itself, and now it's just almost like
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Do it.
I mean, he has to roll a save. What's
Wait, are you a roll?
Is it a dexterity save?
It's a
sorry, bread joke.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
You stole my whole career.
That's 8?
That's a fail. I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Oh, you're rolling in the game?
Yeah, hold on. I D8. Got it.
How do you roll in there?
Okay. With a sputtering cough, Ikit expels the majority of this bread.
4 radiant damage.
That managed to get into Ikit's mouth.
As I go flying through the air, I say, "Ha ha!"
And then Ikit immediately proceeds to run around the room with his tail on fire, going, "Ah! Ah! Light the lamp! Get the rat!"
Yes, it's the butter. They can't handle it.
I cannot believe this! Ikit, what are you doing?
The bread, it betrays us!
Is there a fire extinguisher around here?
The grumpy male dwarf stomps towards the middle towards you guys and says, "Who brought that rat in here?"
If I make it back to the trash can, Ikit places his butt that has been singed in the trash can, and there's a bit of a hiss and a smell of like burnt banana peel and some other wafty aromas coming from there, like maybe some eggshell, a little bit of that.
As the dwarf is asking who brought that rat here, I kind of just turn around and walk any direction away from wherever this dwarf man is.
You were
with my hands behind my back. Yeah, with my hands behind my back, just listening.
Nope, don't have anything to do with this.
No, I really focus, and I'm like, yeah. And I create 2 pieces of garlic bread and kind of drop them in front of this inquisitive man.
I'm sorry, sir. He is one of us. We work at the carnival.
So I'm just going to conjure some garlic bread.
All right.
It says average size pieces. I don't know what average size is.
Wait, so you were
Texas toast size pieces.
Okay.
A baguette that just created 2 rolls?
I created, and I quote, 2 average size pieces of garlic bread. And I put
like
them...
slices.
So you get yourself sat back in your trash can, and
I do not understand what is happening.
And you
where is the bread coming from?
You smell these 2.
When she says that, I'm going to go
pieces of bread.
Yeah! And create 2 more pieces of garlic bread in front of this female dwarf.
It's a male dwarf.
Oh,
what is happening, sir? What is happening? Where is the bread coming from?
I'm allergic to gluten. There's a lot of gluten here,
but still firmly in the trash can.
Be careful.
Hands on either side of the trash can, firmly pulling the trash can into the butt to keep it, protected.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It flops forward, trash can and all, and begins to shoulder waddle across the floor, again seeking vengeance, this time moving less like a snake simply looking to scoop a meal in its mouth, and more like one that's going to strike from an odd angle, like Cobra style. Just gonna flash in there and get that garlic bread when no one's looking.
Yeah,
but
when you
get the bread out of the church, Icket, come on.
Yeah,
what are we paying you for?
I bend down and I pick up 2 pieces
I feel
of
like
bread and I toss them to
I'm
Icket.
locked in. Okay,
I bend down, I pick up 2 pieces of bread, I toss them at Icket.
The
Eat
whole
the bread, you bloody
whole
rat.
trash can Icket combo then flips vertically up, and in that try to catch with my mouth, begins to totter backwards and collapse as the bread lands, one piece slapping Icket in the face. And do I get one of them in my mouth?
Yeah, you get one in your mouth.
Yeah. All right. Got some of the garlic bread and is now making happy grumbly sounds, and let go of the trash can, and his burnt butt is showing a little bit as he's just happily kind of
doing the truffle pieces shuffle of garlic bread.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, if he consumed those, then I can now create 2 more pieces in front of the person that was complaining about like gluten free. I will and create 2 pieces.
I jump up on the pew,
and then in your mind you hear, "That should be good. No gluten there."
It's talking, Icket. Please get the bread. It's multiplying.
The dwarf gets even a little more grumpy as soon as he sees you put your
Do not
feet
be afraid.
on
That butter is organic.
Were you raised in a barn? Get off my pew!
Sir, does this look like a tavern? What is the bread doing here?
You're in a church! Get down!
A church? Well, can Jesus take the bread out of the church? I'm allergic.
Jesus is the bread. Did you not read the Bible?
So the tattooed lady and the strong lady make very good points. And Icket opens one buttery garlicked eye, and it kind of squints a little bit more and becomes more beady as the garlic and butter kind of gets into the eye. And then Icket's tongue just kind of like licking his own little eyeball there, getting the garlic.
Damn
and the
rat! Stop it!
And Icket has a moment of pure intelligence and realizes that bread that Icket tried to eat just made more bread. If Icket has bread that makes bread, Icket will always have bread. And Icket begins to move cautiously and, like hat in hand, doing the little kid thing, and is moving towards the bread.
I think maybe we got off on the wrong paw.
No sudden movements.
It freezes like a statue.
What the joy?
As he's frozen, a little glob of butter that he had missed begins to slowly move down his snout towards his mouth, and you can see Icket begins to shake as Icket is trying to do what Bread wants. Bread wants Icket to stay still. Bread is giver of bread, but butter, sweet buttery garlic goodness.
You can finish that.
That is not normal.
Why do we bring him around anyway?
I do not know.
Who are you all?
Well, I'm obviously the tattooed woman.
Why, we are Cirque des Portes de Lumière. Have you not heard of us?
Who?
The traveling circus.
What are we supposed to do with circus folk here?
We were traveling through and people started yelling and they said, get in the church.
We're here to entertain.
Nobody wants that right now.
Who is coming? Who are we hiding from?
You kind of notice that the room is eerily quiet other than you all. And you take a moment and kind of listen. And you hear loud hoof falls outside.
Ah, a horse! We get a horse, so now I don't have to push this darn thing anymore.
I want to use thaumaturgy to create ominous whispers in this room.
Icket begins to move back some of the top parts of the trash can with the sound of great effort and rusted iron as the lid is kind of like hinged backwards, and it's kind of like a big trap, like you get the trash can does not appear to be made as an actual trash can. It's a collection of all of these other different scrap parts, and it's got tools bolted in some places. This is very clearly important to Icket. And Icket is just like
from a horse?
prying the jaws apart and begins to rummage through the trash thing, looking for something like a scabbard that the baguette might be able to fit into so that Icket can carry the baguette.
Not scared of no horse.
Well, then, what are you scared of? Because it sounds like a horse is running after us.
The rider, of course.
What is he, the headless horseman?
Is the rider coming for the bread? No. Bread is Icket's friend. Icket must protect bread.
I'll produce 2 pieces of garlic bread in front of Icket.
Like a bookworm who has long been away from their favorite library, Icket's face just wham right into both slices of bread and is just getting right in there.
I like it when he says things like that. I'm sorry, Ned. I think I interrupted you.
It's fine. I lost my train of thought, so it's fine. Ryder wouldn't be after anybody if nobody had bothered his tomb.
Who bothered the tomb?
That's a mystery we don't know.
What is the tomb? We could go check it out.
About a mile north of here, in the graveyard.
Icket leans over to the tattooed woman.
That wouldn't be the place where we got all that meat, would it?
Shh, Rat. Stop talking so loudly.
Garlic bread is so good, though. We won't need meat anymore. We has garlic breads.
I do not know what you're talking about.
And garlic breads. It could be so much fun. But the rider, no, he comes for our breads. Can't give him our breads. No.
The rider's not coming for no bread. He wants his helm and his head back.
Where is the helm? Where is his head?
So this is the headless horseman.
Ba-da-da.
Well, listen, since you've never heard of us before, I'll give you a 10% off deal for all of our services.
I don't need your services. We just need to find the head.
Was the head in the tomb?
As far as we know, the head was in the tomb before, and now the helm and the head are gone.
The whole tomb's gone, too?
No. Tomb is where it was.
You said the tomb and the head are gone.
The helm and the tomb are gone. Out of the tomb are gone.
Someone carried the head and the helm out of the tomb?
The helm is very precious.
Sounds like you know a little bit too much about this helm now.
What does the rider do that is so scary? It's a horse.
How precious?
Who are you?
We are the traveling circus.
Yes, are we sure that he's not Andal?
These townfolk are not very bright. I mean, we've told them like 5 times who we are.
You're not wrong.
I'm going to speak into the head of the tattooed lady. You're there.
What do you want, bread? Are you laying down or are you standing up? Like, where are you?
Where are you?
I'll be honest, I have no idea. Can you please get me away from this sniveling creature trying to eat me?
No, unfortunately, the rat and I are bonded, so...
Ickes would never eat bread.
He doesn't leave me alone.
Talking in her head.
Is she saying that out loud?
I've seen him eat lots of bread, including me, attempted. So please, just pick me up. I don't exactly know where I am, but find me and pick me up.
Okay, I guess I'll find you and I'll put you in my pocket.
Cradling the baguette very gently.
I just want to clarify, did we just hear her, nothing else, all we hear is a tattoo lady saying, I'm bonded to the rat, and I'll find you and put you in my pocket.
Yes, by the way, you cannot hear anything I say to her.
Oh my god, she's possessed.
I am a loaf of bread, so I can't really speak.
In my trash can find like part of a scabbard or anything like that, I'm trying to put the baguette in the scabbard.
I'm going to try to distract him with 2 more pieces of garlic bread.
You definitely find something that you think you could fashion to become a scabbard for this baguette.
Can I
unhand me?
Can I throw a large hanky at the?
I immediately cease work and go after the garlic
at the
bread.
rat. I throw a large hanky at the rat, and please,
I'm blinded momentarily.
I think this is a demonic. I think this is a demonic loaf of bread that is now taking over all of our minds. Can you please take that outside?
I've got
Crowley, I've got it.
I have the handkerchief all over my face.
Wait.
It's completely covering my eyes, but Ickes is just still standing there eating garlic bread.
I will speak into the person that said, "Take it outside." I said, "Please, it's not raining, is it? I do not like the rain."
Did we get a roll to see if can he just do that at will? Can we I mean,
I can speak
talk to you
telepathically.
He can talk to you telepathically whenever he wants.
That seems. I'm just out of character. That seems a little OP. Okay, I'm just saying that's like.
I mean, it's no different than
Kiri,
the Kalashtar
out of character.
race.
Kiri can do that whenever she wants
Yeah.
to.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty standard. I don't have a mouth. How would you like for me to communicate? I'm bread.
I feel very invaded. Okay.
I bet you like your legs, don't you?
I think I should have a save.
You want to know what my speed is? Huh? You want to know what my speed is, Mr. OP? What do you think my swim speed is?
Your swim speed is -5, and
because you melt and disappear.
I'm going to run over and try to kick the bread.
Oh! Right before he gets to the bread, I scoop him up.
Is the handkerchief
so like Charlie Brown in the football, like with Lucy? You pick the bread up and kick.
I'm running at him and grabbing the bread, picking him up right as he's about to kick it, and so he misses the bread.
I will leave 2 pieces of garlic bread in that place, though. And so he can kick those.
Point of order.
DM, I think I deserve a roll at least here. Okay?
I need to understand this.
My fate.
So your handkerchief is still on your head.
So he put the handkerchief on my head, and I'm still eating the garlic bread there. So then you went to scoop up the bread to move it away. But
as Crowley's
before she got the bread to scoop it up, did it already end up in the makeshift scabbard that I tried to make for it?
Not quite.
This is the weirdest.
I just wanted to know if she was going to have sticky fingers.
That
scabbard has been
I think we just need to go to turns.
Need to roll acrobatics. Yeah, to see who got the bread.
Yeah, Guts and Fufu.
Now,
roll.
When those pieces of garlic bread
Did you say me?
in the place of the baguette appear,
I was like, what the crap am I rolling?
I need to roll acrobatics to see who gets to the bread first.
Okay, because I can tell you what my acrobatic score is.
What die would I throw?
I got 18.
Run a 20.
I got 18 as I prissily run over to kick the bread towards the door.
Becca, 20 and then add a 2 to it.
So I have a 13. So I didn't make it to it.
You do not get the bread. And Guts manages to kick it. So roll.
Okay, question.
Crowley kicks it towards the door.
Do I get a reaction to the bread leaving the space next to me?
Oh!
Because I'm probably
There's 2 pieces of garlic bread right in front of you that you'll notice.
Well, and I'm already eating. I'm eating the garlic bread, so I mean, I've got the handkerchief over my face.
I mean, you get it. You get
it. Oh, you mean Jimmy Crust?
Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure you don't get anything in this instance.
I have now done a full 180 and ran to go and get the bread that is towards the door because that is my sole mission right now.
I thought you were going to say
pick up this bread.
I was like, what? The bread?
The dwarf kind of turns behind him and goes, Tula, look at these idiots!
As she turns
Sir,
and sees...
what is going on? What is this bread?
I don't know what the bread is. That's all you're doing.
It is not our doing. It just started making bread and talking in our head.
I don't think I've spoken in the.
Are there any children in the church?
Yeah, no, I don't think you have either.
Are there any children in the church watching this? Are they like, it's the circus?
Crumbs from the bread.
It's the entire town.
I mean, crumbs.
So there
from a
are like 10-ish children.
So are they like watching the rat eat the garlic bread under the handkerchief while the one lady chases the loaf of bread that was kicked across the room? Are they clapping yet? I mean, we are a circus.
I mean, you see a couple of them like giggling in the corner, but they know that this is like a tense time and they really shouldn't be giggling. So it's that like awkward.
Right, but my ears twitch because children's laughter, like that usually.
But you hear you definitely hear some giggles.
It's like, you know, when you get the like the and then like the radar thing starts to go and it's like looking for the source of the signal because children mean candy and children and candy mean sticky fingers that are delicious. So now my senses are being even further heightened.
And make them their pets.
Somebody get the rat now. I have to deal with this bread for some reason.
So you guys see a female halfling in, some blacksmith gear kind of start walking over towards the door.
And who is she?
What is it, Bronzebeard? Who are these people?
We're with the bloody circus!
You are acting like a circus, so I'm not surprised.
How many more times do we need to explain it?
It's creating bread everywhere. What are we supposed to do about it? This bread, that dang baguette!
This bread! Right here!
I've never seen that bread before. What?
Okay, I've must have finished my garlic bread by now. And so did I Have I seen her holding the baguette high over her head like the sword Excalibur?
You saw
taken
your
handkerchief
off? Right. To explain that, I'm pretty sure most of the handkerchief has actually been
What have
eaten.
You done to this campaign
because
by being a
I would be eating the bread,
bread,
right, stuffing my face with the handkerchief like draped over me.
That
At
was
some point, the handkerchief has gotten shoved partly in my mouth, and so now, like drool, the handkerchief is just like hanging out of my cheek pouch.
Don't blame this
Just a
on
little
me.
bit.
I'm
So either I'm seeing the two new pieces of garlic bread next to the feet of Crowley, or I'm seeing the sword Excalibur being held high. A clarion call to arms, if ever there was one.
Give me a D4, and I'll tell you which one you saw.
That's a 1.
You saw the 2 pieces of bread sitting in front of you.
I am going for that bread.
Wait, can I cast suggestion?
How close is Crowley? Is he in the splash zone?
Hold on,
100%
I believe we have a suggestion.
Crowley, you are getting.
Yeah.
I think Corey's suggesting
Corby?
something.
Can I cast hold on. Suggestion on Ikit?
Sure, go ahead.
Be good.
Ikit, why don't you go sit in the corner and ignore all the bread?
Okay.
What?
So first of all, I feel like I should have advantage against it.
Why advantage?
Because it's related to food. I'm gonna give him this. So, Corby, what is the role he has to beat for that?
I feel like I should have advantage on this.
He has to make a wisdom saving throw. I don't know.
Okay, my wisdom is 0, so
you have to make above 14.
I rolled a 13.
With
You
advantage?
go sit in the corner.
That's with advantage.
You go sit in the
I rolled
corner.
a 13 and a 7. I go over to the corner and I'm ignoring the bread. I have forgotten about bread.
Or the food.
But that wasn't your word.
No.
Those were not your words.
But you have to be sitting in the corner.
You will soon regret them.
But you have to be sitting in the corner.
They were not your words.
I heard
So
bread.
Ikit goes over to the corner and sits down. But then Ikit's ears begin to twitch again and tremble, and he remembers the children and their sticky fingers. And Ikit begins to spy across the room, looking for where the children are. Yes. So you bought yourself some time, but at what cost?
The dwarf
I can concentrate for up to 8 hours. He can be sitting in that corner for 8 hours.
Corby may have single-handedly just saved my life.
So, the dwarf goes, well, finally somebody's gotten some sense into that thing. Lock him up or something.
The
He's
thing that got
sitting in the
a
corner.
Skeleton. He's a walking, talking skeleton too at that.
See, that wouldn't have worked on me anyway, because the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. And in no way would Ikit think leaving bread alone.
So then I would just tell you to go sit in the corner.
Action.
So I'd just tell you to go sit in the corner.
I'm over in the corner. I'm just, I'm plotting. I just want you to know that. Okay.
Idret, what is it with that bread you have in your hand?
I don't know. It popped into my head and told me to come and get it.
Hey, easy there with the swinging.
Now it's still talking to me.
No, you're gonna damage my crust.
I don't care about your crust.
Are you talking to the bread? I thought Ikit was a crazy one.
The bread's talking to me. What am I supposed to do? Also, am I holding you like this? Or
Yes.
You hold me however you want.
I mean,
You're basically holding it like a kid would hold it, to use as a sword, almost.
This place is possessed.
I prefer to be Kratos if we're taking my, opinion into it.
This is beyond
I'm
anything.
not taking your opinion on it.
I will talk to the dwarf and say, yes, I can talk. I'm bread.
Oh God, it's talking in my head.
I apologize. The name's Bog.
Bog? Bog the
Boggett.
bread? Boggett.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Oh my Bog.
Why are you here? Do you have anything to do with the horse rider?
No, I'm bread.
Where did you come from? And why are you Russian?
The baker made you 3 days ago, and a kid threw you under the pew 2 nights ago.
I came from the oven.
You came from the oven?
Is he talking to you now?
Yeah.
I will cast thaumaturgy, and in like an overcasting voice, I was like, "Oh, I can speak to everyone now." Like as that fills the entire room.
Why did it come out of this little thing?
Everyone can hear it now?
I'm stuffing pieces of cloth into my ears as I'm trying to keep the voice out.
It's talking out loud now. Crowley, you look ridiculous.
Crowley's always looking ridiculous.
Laugh as you want, but I'm not the one holding that unholy loaf.
He told me to pick it up.
I will talk in Crowley's head.
Perhaps it is holy. We found it in a church.
And be like, I am just bread. Sorry.
You're talking, bread. How are you talking?
That's only in Crowley's head.
Yeah, I was just talking in his head. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking out loud.
I'll just tell him I'm
Can't
bread.
talk out loud.
Oh,
I can cast thaumaturgy though.
He doesn't have a mouth.
I thought he cast that and was talking out
No,
loud.
I just said that with thaumaturgy.
Whatever. We'll bring the bread with us. We need to go find this horseman. Otherwise, we'll not be able to perform. If we can't perform, we make no money. We've got to stop the horseman or the people will not come out of the church.
I'm throwing the bread into the wagon.
If you do not put yourself under control and help us, then there will not be any money for food.
How did the wagon get inside the church?
I just assumed I got thrown really far.
Outside the door.
I cast thaumaturgy and screamed through the air.
Okay,
did they
let me
leave the window open?
Hold on. All the windows are shut. And
so I got
boarded,
smack against the glass.
Is
God!
no opening that door. They have barred it shut.
Am I laying on the floor now? Did I just slam against the glass?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
You're about 3
Can I be on the windowsill?
Does he take
No,
damage?
you are about 3 feet from it.
I would like to know which corner of the room that they threw him into.
He is about,
He's about 3 feet from you.
He told you to leave the bread alone.
I'm gonna create 2 pieces of garlic bread in front of it. I'm gonna make sure there's extra butter on them.
Do I notice the garlic bread?
Yeah, what was the words on the suggestion again? I think it was ignore the bread. I'm pretty sure.
But it was
Corby, what'd you tell him?
As long as it was reasonable.
Okay, hold on.
So normally when
He said ignore the bread.
Yeah, I think he said ignore the bread.
Ignore the
But
bread.
is that existing bread? So does new bread count?
yeah, does new bread
He
count?
said the bread. Yeah, is the bread like me, the bread, or all bread?
We can say it's you, the bread.
Really?
But there's butter on the bread as well.
Yeah, there's
So
a
maybe
You can lick the
he
butter
would
off
just
the bread.
lick the bread but not eat it.
I don't know why you think Ikit would eat the bread. Ikit's whole plan was to make the bread its new god. I mean, it is the bringer of bread.
This is true.
So
Also, I
you
still
need to
have your
go.
handkerchief.
I
Like,
believe
Your handkerchief is like fish hooked in Ikit's mouth right
You
now.
can keep it. It's yours.
If I read this right, Ikit has completed the task that he was suggested to do. So I think he may be close to being out of suggestion. No, is that not how that works?
Oh, I have no idea.
I was pretty sure that is how you read it. Like
it is. If it doesn't specify a duration to the task, then a task that can be completed quickly would end as soon as the task is finished.
I sure called DM.
So the real question is Ikit still in the corner when they see the bread land ominously
so
next to where Ikit should be?
The real question is, how long is he in the timeout corner? That's the real question. Yes.
He's in the timeout corner until he can pull himself together.
Hey, tattooed lady, come here. I'm in danger.
Crap! This freaking bread is in my head again.
Come on. I'll give you some bread.
I think you're in the corner for a little bit longer.
We need to help these people, or the circus cannot go on.
Guys, I think that my airway is closing. I think that I'm having a reaction to the bread. There's so much bread in this room that it's. I heard that even just smelling.
Not true. You need some garlic. I say in his head.
I think that I'm allergic. I'm allergic to garlic too.
It'll open you up.
Bread. That's two things I'm allergic to.
I think I can. I've only got 2 pieces in play right now. I can make 2 more pieces in front of him.
And he said something about kids and their sticky hands. And
I'll put some extra.
I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to that too.
Instead of extra butter, I'm going to focus on some extra garlic. I'm going to really.
You see that there is one of the children sneaking up towards you.
I would like to bend all of my powers of observation to determine, in a very like Terminator style, everything turns red, graph overlay, analyzing, scanning way. What kind of food does this kid have on him? And I don't mean like he's carrying a Tootsie Roll in his pocket. I mean, like, what did he eat last? What's still kind of smeared on his face? What's he got on his shirt? Like what did he look like he rubbed on his pants when he didn't have?
What does he know how to get? I think is what Ikit's after.
Yeah, I need to know. What does this kid have access to? Is there cheese involved here? You legally need to tell me if there is cheese involved in this.
Feel like that's a roll, please.
I swear.
Investigation.
I swear I will not feed you if you do not stop it.
I feel like you think Ikit is calmly sitting in a corner.
You think he cares if you feed him? He's finding it himself. This bread that I just had to rescue for a second time. Oh, did you come get me? By the way.
Is that me?
That's you.
Yes, okay.
The second time that I have captured this bread for some godforsaken reason, Lord's name in vain, because I'm in church.
Maybe you have a strap or something on yourself, maybe? A little backpack. Just put me in there. I'll be fine.
Ikit, you feel like this kid probably hasn't eaten much today and is mostly interested in you because you're fuzzy.
Well, Ikit is always willing, like, kids have a certain, like, they're really good at convincing adults to give them food. So Ikit is all about befriending the children because the children get the food and then Ikit gets the food from the children. So Ikit is, kind of like kind of fluffing himself up a little bit, kind of making himself look as squishy and fluffy and, trying to downplay the oiliness and the food stains. Might be like suddenly goes to brush his jacket off, but normal people brush their jacket off like this. Ikit just kind of like scoops whatever crumbs and stuff back up into the vacuum of his mouth.
So that child gets almost about 10 feet from you, and its mother scoops it up and just carries it off back around to the other side of church.
Ikit
as far away from you as possible.
Ikit gives it like the really sad eyes from Ratatouille with a little bit of a cross.
There's not much it can do.
Fufu, I just saw your drink thing, like, I swear, moving by itself, and I thought that was like possessed. Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
That is the bread. I've learned to move. I'm free.
It's moving.
It does kind of look like a smiling face with 2 beady eyes, doesn't it?
It does kind of.
That's basically Ikit right there.
So the dwarf and the halfling are kind of having a very quiet conversation between themselves, like, seemingly judging you all.
Hey, what you looking at? I mean, you haven't seen your average tattooed woman over here?
How far away from me is the kid now?
Almost the other side of the room. Like,
So,
as far as it can get from you.
How often does this rider come into town? Talking to the dwarf.
Well, there's a reason we ring the bells at sunset.
So daily.
What does he do?
Rides his horse.
Well, he's been terrorizing us for a week.
By riding his horse.
It's not just a horse, he's after a head.
So give him back the head.
We don't know where it is, do you?
Does he take the heads from people?
Just the couple he's managed to catch.
So
but
you
the church
have
keep
seen
him away.
He cannot come into the church. We're safe here.
So he's not holy, is what you're telling me.
He's a demon.
Yeah, well, we thought the rat was a demon too, and now look at him. He's sitting in church, kinda peacefully.
Crowley, have you ever heard of a demon?
Ikit, you can grab that first piece of bread.
That does not have a head?
I would like to inform the party I have 3 pieces of bread in play. 1 extra buttery in front of Ikit. Another.
I'm talking to Crowley, but he's not
now
here.
Able to grab that extra butter.
Making coffee in the kitchen.
And 2 extra garlicky in front of Guts' character. Sorry. I need to keep track of my pieces of bread in play.
Hold on, both Guts went AFK. Hold on, Corby's back now, though. Guts is making coffee.
Ikit, you're seen, and Tella grabs you, or Tula grabs you. She's the halfling.
That'd have to be like a scruffing, because there's no way a halfling lifts a Ikit.
No. She just grabs you and goes, "You stay over here."
I was in a trance.
I have blind sight. I can see.
All right, Daredevil bread.
It's called bread sense.
Crowley, have you ever heard of a demon that does not have a head? I think you know a bit about demons.
Do I need to roll Arcana or something?
Sure.
I got natural 20. Yay, what a waste of a roll.
You know that basically in order to get rid of this demon, you need to return what was taken from it. And it'll stop terrorizing the town and everything will go back to normal.
Oh, I can speak to multiple people at once in their heads.
So I convincingly put on a bit of a theatrical show where I go into a trance and I use minor illusion to like show some wispy, smoky, kind of translucent figures coming about around, kind of swirling around my big turban that I wear on my head. And that I let them know that I've just seen a vision. This headless horseman wants 2 things, and then he will leave this town alone. He needs us to return his head, and he wants his loaf of bread.
The bread is the horseman's?
Listen, I am just a messenger. I don't pretend to understand the needs.
I know you're the seer of the future and all, but I'm gonna call a little bit of horse poop over there. I think you just don't like the bread.
I'll speak to everyone's. These people that seem to be kind of like knowing each other here, the weirdos in the room, if you will.
Okay, so you're not speaking to the town folk.
Yeah, I'll just speak into their. I guess I can speak into multiple people's minds at once, right? So I'll speak into their minds and say, if I'm being honest, I really only remember about 3 days ago. Could be true, could be wrong. I don't know.
Did you want me to roll a persuasion?
Yes, please. Sorry.
I got a 19 plus 6, so a 25.
They all believe you.
Even the unholy bread itself says that he very well could belong to this demon.
He absolutely might believe that, yes.
No. I feel inspired to help people. I make more bread.
Thank you for saying that you're willing to help us by returning you to the Headless Horseman so that we can rid this town of this plague. That you and the Headless Horseman.
Yes, Brett, this is very kind of you.
I do what I can.
Then what are we going to do? We must go find the head to give back the head and the bread. And this helm.
Didn't know the bread was so important.
Keep me
Maybe
away from your mouth, please. Ah!
Please, you must understand. I was just inside of the rat's mouth. This is very traumatizing for me.
Well, it's our mission to free you of this plague, and we are going to do everything we can. It won't be cheap. Okay, these rituals, there's a lot of components that are very expensive, but as soon as the sun comes up, we're going to take this bread, we're going to go find that head and put this town right.
To be honest, I believe I can help. I am a master of subterfuge. Watch this. You, tattooed lady, please sit me on the counter. Look, you'll never suspect it.
Wait, doesn't that mean the bread is vertical?
Yeah, that's really unusual. I think I would suspect that.
Look, lay me on the side.
Well, you told me to set you down. You didn't tell me to let down.
No, that's better. Aha, see? Subterfuge.
Now what happens when the rat comes to get you because you're his god?
Okay, maybe pick me back up.
There is that bread sling that you would have seen on the ground over by where Ikit was before he walked unceremoniously over to the corner and began picking through his trash can.
Yeah, but it came from Ikit. It's sticky.
It might be. It might not be.
Chances are good.
Survey says.
I mean, I'm sure it's a roll. I'm sure the DM will have you roll to find out.
I'm sorry. I've got too many things going on. What did you say?
Just now I was explaining to Bunny Foo Foo, because she was concerned about carrying the bread,
right,
that she would probably still notice the sling that Ikit left on the floor before Ikit moved over to the corner, still laying there on the floor, and that she could use that to carry the bread.
Right. So the two of you are trying to go after this at the moment?
No,
Ikit's not part of the conversation.
Oh, out of character, guys. We're never going to make it through this one shot if we still deal with bread.
Nope, you are not.
Pookha, is this your whole character is bread?
Yes.
I'm just bread.
Okay. I put the bread in my pocket.
It's like, yeah, that's all of me.
The bread is in his own pocket now.
Also, there is a tiny little metallic garlic knot.
Metallic?
Or not garlic knot, like a little clove of garlic embedded in the bread. That's my holy symbol.
But do we know that?
No, I'll just let you know if you really inspect me. You'll see it, but
yeah, you're gonna stay in this pocket, dude.
All right, and now
This
we
is
will
fine.
wait for morning.
So we want to sleep.
I open my title menu. I click rest.
All right.
Any-
so y'all are gonna
Any takers?
just hang out, and any takers for what?
Chat. Ikit is attempting to make peace with the halfling by offering the halfling the last of the piece of extra buttery garlic bread that Ikit got, and didn't want to just went to hand it to her, but then realized it was just there was no plate, right? So Ikit remembers that he's got this handkerchief shoved in
The
his
fancy
cheek.
one from Crowley.
She
He pulls
pretty
out
much
Crowley's
looks at you
handkerchief
and
and makes it into like a plate and puts the
Not mine
bread
now.
on the drool-soaked handkerchief.
she
and
pretty much just
offers
looks at
it.
you and kind of like scoots you over, just ignores you and
I physically just
sends you to
moved.
the corner.
Like when you move a cat or a dog on a wood floor and they just kind of slide.
Basically, yeah. Mhm.
Like no friction at all, just the whole thing just moving as one.
So question: Are we about to take a long rest?
Are you guys not doing anything else tonight, and y'all are gonna sit in the hang out in the corner and just wait until the morning?
Oh, yeah, I think so. That's what they said, that it's safer during the daylight.
Okay. Well, this is. I've been doing this once a night already, anyway. So now's as good a time as any. I'm gonna do my channel divinity.
Okay.
Feed the hungry, engorge the wicked, and you'll hear the bread say, "Oh," and everyone will kind of get the faint flavor of what is that? Like the aftertaste of eating some garlic bread, in your mouth.
Crowley's gonna die.
Did the bread just fart in here?
But you also get this. So every
Oh my
creature.
God! Someone open a window.
I'm going to affect every creature within 100 feet, 100-foot radius, and basically you get the sensation of having a full stomach with a well-fed meal. I've essentially given you all the nutrients you need. To
Ikit
survive.
has never felt full.
I'm
before.
really going to focus hard on Ikit. I'm going to make Ikit miserable.
And so as Ikit feels so tremendously full, and elation washes over Ikit. Ikit does what Ikit would have done all the time if Ikit had ever managed to become full. And from the trash can, Ikit produces a violin.
So wait, just
and as Ikit, with his stomach inflated in front of him, leans back, Ikit begins to play on his violin.
So yeah, I'm just filling everybody's tummy with garlic bread. Against their will.
So does garlic bread just appear in my?
No, it's in you. It's
in his rib cage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or it's collected in his pelvis bone.
Yeah, whatever goes on inside there.
So
You've
now
got
the skeleton randomly has
hold
bread
on.
in his.
Yeah.
Let me just do a handstand real quick.
I need to put that in my campaign notes. It's going to be important coming up soon.
That.
So yeah, that's my channel. That's my channel divinity.
Corby, at some point, I'm going to ask you to mute me, and I'm going to need you to not ask why.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I think this is giving me irritable bowel syndrome. Is there a privy here, or is that? And I run off, and then is there
now his was gluten free. I really focus on making his gluten free.
Is there one of those little booths like the?
It's a confessional.
Yeah. Is that all? Is that what I see? Because I'm running really quick here. Is what I'm saying.
There is nothing in this building.
Nothing. I've got nowhere to go.
There's a lot of full bellies in here, though.
Oh no!
Nowhere.
Does that mean that the only trash can thing is
the trash can is all that I have?
I mean, you could open the door if you really wanted to.
You put everyone in here and you don't have a place to use the bathroom?
I think
we all know to go before we come in here.
I think I'm going to try to open the door.
Oh gosh, what have I done?
I can't go to the trash can in front of all these people.
Oh man, with how terrified he is.
Freaking fortune teller.
This
whole weirdo.
Icket is just laying there on the floor playing the violin while he's running around looking for a bathroom.
Guts, I need a strength check for you to see if you can get the thing off the door. The bar off the door. I don't want to
strain too much right now, okay, DM? All right? You don't understand what you might have unleashed in this house of God.
You're the one that chose to have a character.
A natural 20. I'm just saying.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
Bust it out and the door opens.
Wow, you need to roll those dice more often. Are those your Eddie Munson dice?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so where can you show me on the map where we're at? Like, how would I know where to go? I've never been in this town. I just start running aimlessly towards.
Are we in the bottom left building? Or no, the bottom right?
The bottom right building.
Okay.
I mean, there's a tree line to your right.
I can't go in the wilderness. There's creatures out there.
Well,
what would I wipe with?
Still nearby.
Yeah, I mean, your wagon is right out front.
Yeah, but there's unoccupied houses dead ahead.
Does our wagon have the poop deck? Is this of the Wagon Master?
I would assume you have a Wagon Master 5000 and have.
Yeah, but did it have the optional? Did it have the optional upgrade that the dude wanted, which was like the side pooper?
I'm sure it did. Probably with his irritable bowel syndrome, he probably would have bought that.
Yeah, okay.
That's our joke.
So yes, I rush.
Go ahead. Tell your joke.
I leave the door open. By the way, I don't close it. I'm in a rush.
Well,
like when you're holding it and you're trying to get to the house and you don't even close the car door when you run out.
Yeah.
So those of you that are still in the church, you see the townspeople start to freak out that this door is open, and they begin to rush to close it and rebar it.
Oh no, they shouldn't be moving like that. Not with the bread and the tummies. This is going to be bad.
Well, since
what did you do to them?
Go ahead.
What'd you say, Corby?
Well, since we're in a church, you guys want to know why bread is the body of the Christ?
Why?
Because he has a reason.
Oh, no.
That was good.
Thanks, bread.
All right, serious folk, are you staying in the church?
I do not think that was appropriate at this time.
Well, it's how I deal with my anxiety.
Are we?
Oh no!
I
tempted fate. I rolled performance for the violin that Ickett's been playing on the floor, and I got a natural
Apparently,
1.
it's crap.
All of the townsfolk are like covering their ears, but there's a few of them that are quickly trying to get this door back closed. Are you all staying in the church knowing Crawley went outside?
No, I go outside. I run straight ahead after him. Crawley, you always get us in trouble. You're almost as bad as the rat.
Brett, do we stay or do we go?
Are they throwing Icket out with the violin in hand?
Is it raining?
If the rest of the group is growing, they're definitely pushing you out the door.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I've never been outside.
Outside we go.
Did they have an oven in the church?
If they don't remember to throw the trash can out, I feel like the shot is Icket goes on the ground, but already there in front of Icket is the trash can, as if it had mysteriously moved out there.
The trash can would have definitely come with you. They're not going to want to smell that.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Can't be without my trash can.
Understood.
For lore reasons.
Yes. So, Crowley gets himself to the Wagon Master. The rest of you...
Do I make it in time? Do I need to roll for that?
Roll for
Constitution
it.
check?
Roll for it. Roll.
Okay.
Yeah, Constitution is how far you can go.
Yeah, good call.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta pull my character sheet here.
I'm hoping he doesn't make it.
No,
I
we do
just
not
want to
to clean
see
up
it.
poop
Did you
from
just say
Crowley's
that?
pants.
Ah, crud. That was supposed to
Oh.
be in my head.
I rolled a 6. Does a 9 count?
I think it was a DC 10 to get you there.
Oh boy.
So as I was getting into the wagon,
Ooh.
Oh, right as you go
I
over
think
your
so.
expensive pillows that you use to make sure that the ride
Oh
isn't going to be rough.
no! I feel partially responsible.
Wait. Can how far away is he from me? How far away?
I gotta set the wagon on fire.
We need to know. Does it make it out of the pants though?
Wait.
You
How,
strike me as the kind of person who wears underwear.
Oh my god!
how far away is he from me?
If you ran
10
out
to 15
after him.
feet.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on him. With a 1d6.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you make it.
So just as I feel like I'm about to just ruin our entire caravan and just release, I just find that last
You spill over into
Constitution
the
to
poop
just-
deck just as you burst.
right.
It's like
But-
when you just get the pants down in time.
Well, he can roll the 1d6 to see how close it was.
All right.
Well, he had a 9, right?
Yeah, he had a 9.
Yeah, I think
That
he's
last-
good. Yeah.
That last clinch, and I just rolled a 1, so it was
Oh.
close.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
It was close. So I did that kind of like where I was holding my hand behind me. You know what I mean? And like my back is arched, and I just, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's what the 1 is. You got it on your hand.
No.
He's gonna be burning his hand.
Might have to cut it off. I'm just saying.
I mean, you're still in the moment. You don't realize this has happened
Musk,
yet.
thank you. I appreciate it. You saved the wagon.
Am I in the
The
rain?
whole thing down.
Is it raining?
Now, out of curiosity,
Wasn't he a germaphobe?
No, it's not raining.
Ikit will put away the violin. And say,
so with my disciple of the garlic bread, I can make
Your
garlic
disciple
bread.
is a garlic
No,
bread?
no. The feature is called disciple of garlic bread. So I can make garlic bread at any time. I can make 2 average sized pieces. At
Remember,
a time.
you're
Is that
in
right?
a pocket right
Can
now.
I make just butter? Like, forget the bread part of that
God.
and just make the butter? Like, I don't know. I don't want to
no.
confuse that with my ability to cast grease, which is just the butter. So I just didn't know if I could do that at will. Okay, sorry. So I just didn't want to mix the two. Because I don't want to burn grease for this, that's all. You know?
So Crowley makes it to the wagon master, and you all file out of the church as the doors get closed behind you. Everybody roll a perception check for me.
I feel like I would be at disadvantage because I am so full.
Yes.
I know I'd be at a disadvantage on that.
You are both at a disadvantage. Very good. The rest of
Where do
you.
I see skills on D&D Beyond?
It's right
Oh,
in
I
the
got it.
middle.
Your sheet
I
right in
don't
front
know
of
why
you.
I'm
I
talking
got
about that. Right in the middle.
Okay.
I did
I'm
really bad.
11.
I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 13.
I'm 14.
11.
I don't even see perception.
I like rolling.
It's in
This
the
is
middle,
fun.
under
We need
nature,
to. I
above
hate
performance.
fantasy grounds. I want to roll my dice.
I have a 6.
I need to get a dice set.
Yeah, you do.
I have a
You can roll
15.
and
Look, this is
But
I
these are
can
my
ex-
dice in the container Net bought me.
Nice.
Look at that. See my dice.
Nat, there's Christmas and my birthday's right behind Christmas.
Good to know.
I have one too. See?
Look, focus camera. Focus on the dice.
See, I feel bad because I've been using the actual roll 20 dice.
You should.
So, okay.
But I
Well,
got a 15, but I need to explain to you all why I got a 15 even with disadvantage, because I mean, animals tend to be really alert when they're going to the restroom, because that's when you were most vulnerable.
That's a good
So
point.
I'm a very heightened sense of alertness.
That's a good point.
I feel
I'm
like
going to the restroom.
yes, but at the same time, wouldn't that put you in the category of noticing that you've pooed on your hand?
Oh God!
Because you rolled a 15, so it would now become apparent to you.
I don't know that happened. I think she said he's clean at 10.
No, he's clean. He's good. He's good. He got it.
Okay, because there was about to be a guttural
I thought he rolled
scream.
a nat 1. I'm
Nope.
sorry.
Nope.
That
was one on his bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, so I've already forgotten the rolls. Who was?
I
got a 6.
I was 13.
I got a 9.
I was also 13.
I was
All right.
15, looking like the guy off Dumb and Dumber.
14.
So everybody,
14.
everybody but above a 10 starts to hear the sound of hooves coming from the northeast or west from you, rather.
Idaret, is that how you say name?
Idaret, I don't know.
Idaret hears it, and so does Crowley.
Yes.
Does anybody else hear those pitter patter of hooves?
Yeah.
Out of character. Vegas is logged in up there, guys.
Yes. So with like when you've forgotten toilet paper on the toilet and you have to kind of like waddle over, or you ran out. So like your pants are at your ankles.
The walk of shame. Yeah.
So I'm doing that as I'm trying to get to the carriage door to shut it and lock it. Because I hear the headless horseman.
Everyone, we should probably get in the trailer thing. I forget what's called.
Wagon?
Wagon. I don't know why I forgot wagon.
I will say in the tattooed lady's head, "Oh, is this rain? Is that rain coming?"
No, it's not rain.
That's good.
It's a horse.
So as you all start to make your way, turning around to start headed towards the wagon, a headless figure riding a skeletal horse turns the corner, lit partially by flame, and carrying a longsword.
Buckle up, bigots. We're about to fight something.
I feel very buckled.
Out of character, but is Pookha just gonna drop loaves of bread on him?
He's in a pocket
in a few minutes.
He needs to put the loaves. He needs to spawn the garlic bread on his sword so he can't deal damage.
Because it's slippery?
And because bread is on the sword, it would pierce the bread. So only the bread would be hitting us.
Nice.
This is all very good plan.
Alright, so I need everyone to roll initiative.
With my D20.
I get to use my tower that I got for Christmas. I'm like so excited.
I got a 20. Total. 20 total.
I got a 20. Whoop whoop.
I got an 8.
My dex is my character sheet says 12. But let's be honest, I'm Brett.
I also got a 20.
My dex is 14.
If it's okay, I think I'm still pretty full from the bread, so I'm going to roll at disadvantage.
Sure.
I would say
that. Yeah, I went pretty hard on Icket. I really tried to fill the belly there. Every nook and cranny.
Alright, tell me again.
8.
Moss.
20.
20.
20.
Oh, Jesus.
I rolled an 18, but plus 2.
Yeah, I rolled 18 plus 2. But she's got a higher dex than me. Corby, what's your dex?
14.
So
we have the same deck.
Yeah. I would do alphabetical between them. I don't know. Technically, they re-roll. Whoever's highest.
Re-roll?
Well, y'all would re-roll. Whoever's highest goes first.
I was about to say, just roll Elise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Ikit, what was yours?
11.
And Crowley?
15, disadvantage, pants on the floor.
Yep.
I go first. I rolled 11. Corby rolled at 7. 7,
Is it
11.
like 1 foot out?
Becca, what was yours?
No,
I was an 8, but do I get advantage with a piece of bread in my pocket?
I need to go AFK for just a sec.
All right, Mosk, you're first.
No, Rowena is first. She rolled higher.
But you said you got 11, and she got higher.
No, I got 7. She got 11.
Oh, understood.
Well, you might just want to go ahead and go first because she's AFK.
She's not here.
Yeah.
I like having a piece of bread in my pocket.
Oh, just wait. There's perks.
Oh boy! My pocket's not big enough to hold a whole bunch of slices, so control yourself.
No, that's just fine. That's okay. I got spells.
Well, that's good you're in my pocket then. I might need help smiting some people.
What class are you?
He's figuring out what to do, so give him a sec. I mean, everybody's, I think.
What class are you, little bunny?
Smite. I think she said so. Paladin.
Oh, you're paladin.
Yeah. I'm a lightfoot halfling paladin.
We're gonna be just fine together.
He's about to become the disciple of the bread.
I'm a 2.5 foot baguette. So
I just don't really know what to do because I don't know how far away is that person.
So he is. He is about there on the map, and you guys are basically at the base of the stairs.
So, like 60 feet?
Yeah.
That means I can just see him.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, so...
No, it's 40 feet.
Yeah, whoever did that, bravo.
Whoever did what?
You're welcome.
Put up the arrow. Yeah, perfect.
Ooh.
I'm assuming it's the rat, since he's the only one that uses roll 20.
Nope, this is different.
Assuming since he's on a horse, he can probably run pretty fast, so I'll probably back up a little bit. I don't know. Weird.
How do we erase on this?
Is that circle or a wagon?
No, I'm clicking stuff. I don't know how to erase.
No.
So, do I go first?
Yeah.
It becomes an object and you can click it and delete it, but you have to do the select tool. So you leave the draw tool to the select.
Hickett, what was your thing? It deleted it on me.
My thing?
Yeah, what was your initiative?
Oh, it was, let's see, Iron Gut. Oh, that doesn't, I thought 6 was from something else. But, let's just
His was
go
11.
6.
His was 11, yeah.
His was 11 because it was higher than me and I was an 8.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay. The chat got cleared somehow?
No, I'm not in there looking, so.
Oh, okay.
So, Luina's going first, right?
Yep.
What you doing?
I'm...
Headless horseman 40 feet away. It's 40 feet away.
Hold on. I guess I have to chuck a javelin at it.
You can move too.
I can run at it, but it says my walking speed is only 25, so I can't get to it.
Do you have like an enrage or like a? Does that take?
All right, so Luina, are you moving up one? Or
I have
where you
rage.
are?
I'll move up one.
Just one?
Yeah, so I can go into rage. It says for up to 1 minute for 10 rounds. I gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, +2 melee damage with strength weapons, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. I can't
cast. Is that
cast.
a reaction?
That's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action, yeah.
No, so you don't want to do it until you're ready to hit, anyway.
Well, it lasts for 10 rounds, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move forward a little bit, and I'm going to, I guess, chuck a javelin.
All right, do it. Are you trying to hit the horseman or the horse?
The horseman, I guess.
What a Curie answer.
Kidoki.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the horse.
I was like, do you want me to answer this for you?
Yeah, I can answer this for you.
She'd kill one of us before
Baguette wants that horse's head.
15 probably doesn't hit. Does 15 hit?
15 hits.
But we're all convinced that the baguette is half of the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except me, because I made that up completely. But yeah. I was just trying to get rid of the bread.
Are you just admitting this now to us?
With the javelin.
Nope.
But say that again.
Did 8 points of damage with the javelin.
All right. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Mosk.
There, I'm up there where that X is. That's how far up I guess I got. That's about halfway.
All right. Is that where you? I was figuring you said you didn't want to go all, so that was purple, but that's fine.
Oh, I thought purple was where everybody was.
Where is the caravan? Not caravan. I keep saying the wrong wagon, whatever.
Out there. The wagon is the brown square.
I would move sort of towards the wagon, maybe.
Okay. Like there? Purple square? Okay. Baguette, you're next.
Can I use a cantrip right now?
Yeah.
Can I do vicious mockery on horseman?
Only if you tell a joke about him missing his head. You really don't have to.
Out of character for a second, because I just remembered this. Everyone in our little circus is ever so slightly afraid of me. I remember this now.
I'm deathly afraid of you. I think you have hepatitis because of all those tattoos. So
yeah,
I really
everyone's
don't get anywhere near you.
Slightly afraid of me.
Even Icket?
Yes.
Really? I thought you guys were bonded.
Do we know if his head is like a pumpkin?
No, it is literally missing.
But like, do we know that it's a pumpkin or is it just a head?
You don't know. You didn't really talk to anybody. So it's a wisdom saving for the right?
Yes.
And what's the DC?
14, I think.
He beats it.
Okay.
So does anything happen? Half damage or anything?
I think it just
It just fizzles, I think.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, Pookha. Baguette.
So I'm gonna give this we can do better than that. We can do better than that. I got 2 spell slots. I'm gonna bring out my spiritual weapon.
You're bringing out what?
My spiritual weapon.
Oh.
You guys are gonna see a beam of light shoot down from the sky, lighting up the night. Y'all are gonna see multiple slices
coming
flying.
into the pocket.
No. I'm creating my spiritual weapon right next to this.
Can it be croutons, please? Can it be croutons?
I'm creating my spiritual weapon right next to this headless horseman here.
Which side would you like to place it on?
Your choice.
Nope, your choice. North or south?
South side. So multiple slices of bread. They're the 45-degree slant slices too. Are gonna fly down in unison, and then they will like form and stack onto each other, forming a large baguette, and like solidify. But when it swings, like it seems to break apart, and the slices like fly in all directions, colliding with the target. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing with it as well.
Yep.
And
roll
that's,
hit.
I rolled a 4 plus, probably not gonna hit. I don't know what a melee spell attack. So I guess that's just so that's gonna be a 8 to hit.
Miss.
Nope. Okay. Then I'm gonna move it into a flank. Someone standing next to it?
Nobody is standing next to it.
Okay,
yet.
I'm gonna move it into probably the west side to try to flank.
I tried to get up there to it, but I can only move so far.
Because we're approaching from the east side, so I'm gonna move my weapon to the west side.
Make sure it's over the fountain.
Don't worry, this weapon is completely waterproof. It's made up of ideals, and there's a faint aroma of garlic and butter coming off of it too, obviously.
All right, so the horseman and the horse are gonna step.
Hold on, that was just my bonus.
Oh, I apologize. You're right. That's right. I forgot.
I apologize. Then I'm going to cast guidance on this tattooed lady. I believe that is an action. Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance.
Okay.
She's the only person I'm touching.
Yep.
Well, I'll try to do it like when her face brushes the side of my
all right.
my crust.
I'm hearing you.
And I'll say, "Oh, go to the light." Yeah, and just follow your nose. The butte. And so you get a D4 that you can add to.
Are you a freaking cleric in the disguise of a baguette of a bread?
Not disguise. I am bread. Okay. And I am bread.
Yeah. So, Fufu, you can add a D4. Is it any roll? Does she get to
add
choose?
Number roll to an ability check. It's an ability check.
Okay.
So not super. Guidance is terrible. Okay, moving on. I'm done. I'd move, but I'm bread.
Thanks. You lost one viewer on YouTube while you did that. Appreciate it.
So the horseman steps up to you, Runa, and
do I get an attack of opportunity?
I don't think the spiritual weapon does.
Oh, poo. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm getting the no from Wax.
Okay.
Steps up to you, Luina, and rolls or takes a swing at you with his long sword. Does a 20 hit? I'm assuming it does. Yeah.
I just want to say, if my irritable bowel syndrome gets you all killed, I'm sorry, but it's a medical condition, and I'd like you all to remember that.
I would just like to put it out there, we should never have gotten the fortune teller in the first place. Have you not seen how prissy he's been the last few stops we've had?
So it's 12 points of damage.
Ow. Definitely should have waited till the morning.
And he is then going to... He is going to attack the skeleton that he saw. Yeah.
Corby backed away, though. Just so you know, he's further away.
He said he was back at the cart. So it's 60 feet. He has one longsword attack and then a ranged attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
Corey does a 18 hit. I'm assuming it probably does.
Hold on. He just went to go let the dog out. Hold on.
No, it does. It's he's just a 13.
How do you know what number hits?
She's got her character sheets.
The armor class?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fufu's still new to D&D.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Fantasy Grounds is too much hand-holding. See?
Yeah, it is.
Look, now we have to do math.
I'm over here like, oh crap, I gotta do all this math now that I have never had to do before.
Math!
I'm just trying to figure out the character sheets.
All right, when Corby comes back, he takes 11
He's
fire
back.
damage. So, Corby, you see a flaming skull come, like, rushing towards you from the horseman, and it hits you, and you take 11 fire damage. All right, Crowley, it is your turn.
Talk about a hot take.
First, I'm going to make sure that the door is locked to the wagon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's my first action.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is there a window in the back of the wagon that I can shoot my Eldritch Blast out of?
I'm gonna say since you would have probably y'all would have put in something.
Yeah, the Wagonmaster 5000 does have battle windows that you can open from kind of all sides, so anyone can fire out safely.
And you're on the potty hanging off the side. So.
Yeah,
that became
some sort of window because you don't want to smell that all the time.
While I'm my second time being on the John in the privy, I'm going to, while on the privy, shoot an Eldritch Blast towards the Headless Horseman. So 18 plus 6.
Hits.
Assume that hits. What's a D10? I gotta know where does the 10 look like?
Oh my gosh.
It's the one with the pentagons at the sides. Oh no, it's not. That's a 12. I lied to you.
That's a 12. It has triangles.
Oh, here
triangles.
I see.
Roundish.
Well, they're not triangles. They're
You're
rhombuses.
Right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Rhombus.
They have cameras. They're this.
Remember,
rhombus.
I am on the toilet. Okay, so it's impressive that I hit. Okay, let's just.
Oh, now it focuses. Now you focus. So, cool.
5 points of damage. And then I'll end my turn.
All right, Ikit, you're up.
Okay. I'm over by the wagon, sitting next to Bones, and everyone else is charged forward and attacked this thing, right?
You're not sitting under the privy, are you?
I could have used my bardic inspiration to stop him.
Is that why it was raining a minute ago?
It's not raining.
What did you say, Corby?
I can use cutting words. It's like a reaction.
Yep, and take half, right?
No, I roll
Mm-hmm.
roll a die, and then I subtract the number from the creature's roll.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Cutting birds is connected to bardic inspiration.
I think it shares usages. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought we were okay.
Well, Corby said he wasn't sure he was using it.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think I'm gonna use it.
Okay. No wrong answers. Okay. How far away am I from the horseman?
So I'm assuming you are that light blue box next to the wagon, and then
Okay.
so 40 feet. Yeah, because they're 5 feet squares.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm theater of the mind here.
No, I know.
I'm trying to picture in my head.
Well, you
How
do
far
have,
away
You can use the
have that
ruler
for that part.
in the.
So, I think what Icket would do in this situation, because the bread is now fully engaged in this conflict. Bread has moved up, and I didn't hear anything about the bard saying that they were maintaining concentration on a certain suggestion spell that had previously been cast.
Oh, true. He was hit, so he needs to. He would have to roll anyway. So Corby, roll. It's a con.
D20 Constitution save.
Yeah.
D20. DC 10 to maintain concentration. Unless he casts a spell that requires concentration and then automatically.
How long do we long rest for?
You
Oh, we
didn't long
didn't.
rest.
Yeah, we
get a
didn't.
chance.
Oh, I thought we did.
Because
Yeah, you need to roll a D20 because you got hit, Corby. It's a Constitution, so D20 plus whatever your con modifier is.
Yeah, we didn't get to long rest because someone had to go poop.
Not my fault.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, you good.
Then you gotta get held.
I mean, that just means you're ignoring the bread.
We could choose to let it go, right? Too. Like,
Well, that's his choice.
I mean, you can't go in the corner anymore, so he would probably have.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, why is he out here?
Yeah, it's probably.
Are you still concentrating on the suggestion, Corby, or did you let it go?
I let go.
Okay, well there you go, Icket. There's your answer.
Okay. All right, Icket, go.
Your mind is free.
Okay. So Icket does see that the bread is in danger. And knowing that Icket's bread is in danger, the giver of garlic, Icket
And butter.
pulls himself up onto the back of his trash can. And with a grinding of old rusted iron, the trash can begins to lumber into motion and jets forward at a speed far outpacing that which Icket himself could muster of 40 feet per second. And then gets immediately to the horseman and begins to spill garbage out of its mouth, and where the lid has been removed, and like one of those huntsman traps is now chomping back and forth as the steel defender that Icket is riding into battle becomes engaged. But on the way, Icket throws ahead of him kind of like a stink bomb, and it spreads out in this weird glowy green, greasy, slimy material as the effects of fairy fire explode in a 20-foot radius that is centered so that it catches the horseman but doesn't hit any of the allies. Unless that dark blue thing back here is an ally, then they might get hit by it.
It's
It's the bread tower.
Yeah, it's the spear.
Okay.
It is an icon of your god.
So,
and I just want to confirm, everyone was going for the horseman, not the horse, correct?
Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Ike is level 1 on D&D.
Yes, we know.
Oh.
He couldn't put his character in there, so he's not actually level 1.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sure.
So a 20-foot cube, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 14.
That is a fail.
Okay. The headless horseman is now covered in a slimy, greasy, glowy substance that is causing the horseman to for people attacking it to have advantage against it, and it cannot have the benefit of being invisible. And I get right up next to everybody else, and Ickett is riding on the back of his trusty trash defender with a trash can lid that was previously over the trash can in one hand, and a looks like somebody took like a wrench, but then put like a mallet on the other side. This is like a multi-purpose tool. Brandishing it and letting out a ululating cry is,
you will not take my bread!
I dig it.
And,
very good.
And that'll be my turn.
All right.
And the steel defender dodges.
Okay. All right, Fufu.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary. And it said saving. Does that mean I have to roll over that number in order to get it?
So the way Sanctuary works is anything that tries to attack something under the effects of Sanctuary, they have to roll against Sanctuary. And if they fail their roll, then they have to pick a different target. Okay. And then it's 30 feet, so I just need to pretty much make a circle, right? It's just on one person. One target within 30 feet.
Target me.
It's
one bonus action. The headless horseman sees a loaf of bread and decides to attack that.
Y'all are the only people in danger here. I'm bread.
You're in danger of being eaten, but not by the headless horseman.
Unfortunately for you, it doesn't protect against area of effects like fireball. So
then he'll just be toast.
I thought Sanctuary was like a bubble that came down and protected us.
No.
So that's my problem. Okay, never mind. I don't do that.
Fair.
Smite.
Big deeps.
Smite.
Yep.
It's time to whack.
Where's my smite?
It's what you've been waiting for.
You can try to. He's undead, so you can probably try to turn him if you want, because he's undead.
Yeah, but I don't think at level 3 we're turning a headless horseman. But
oh well.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. But where do I find my smite?
How intelligent is?
I mean, it should be under your. It should be a spell or your actions.
Yeah. So you.
I found it. It's features and traits.
There you go.
Divine Smite. You have to hit with a melee weapon.
Yeah.
You can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first, and plus 1d8 against undead or fiends.
And I believe you can choose whether or not to actually cast it once you hit.
Yeah, so you got to hit it with your stick first.
Step up and hit it first. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, step 1 is actually hit.
How
It's
many
even better if
charges
you
is a
crit.
horse?
Anytime you crit, always smite.
And you have advantage. So don't forget.
Hey, Brad, where are you?
I'm in your pocket.
In your pocket.
In your pocket.
You always have an ally next to you, apparently.
That's nice. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, if
we
only
were at
you
the
were a
bottom of the
rogue.
stairs. We were at the
Right.
bottom of the stairs. You know what? Net told me this would be the perfect time for me to branch out and try new things.
She's
It
not
is what I
wrong.
said.
Yeah, that's
wrong,
what she told me.
I did not say that to you. You emailed me and said, I want to be bread. Here are all the reasons I should be bread.
Well, I mean, considering you can't eat it anymore, it's like you see dreams about it, I guess.
True speed.
Hey, can I become milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
Becca, what's your
I mean,
speed?
you are just a bunch of calcium right now, basically, right?
I am the dark purple box, and I moved forward.
I see. You can move 25.
Yeah, I came from the white dot.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, should be able to get there.
Well, she can't
Yeah,
reach
that's
it,
only
though.
20 feet.
Yeah,
That's
so you
20
can
feet? Okay, so you should go one up next
one
to...
up. Yeah, right next to me. Sorry, I didn't make a box. I made an X, and I don't
You're
even have
fine.
a clue how to.
It's fine.
Like,
It's fine.
erase
I got it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Who broke?
I don't know who was drawing that.
I just wish I could drag tokens onto the map. I could throw out some tokens for you.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I would have to look up how you'd give me permissions to do it.
What just happened to my box?
I deleted it. Because you need to be there. Or you're not hitting it.
Okay, fine. I'm
I'm
there.
just telling you, you can't reach it otherwise.
Are we doing
Hey, 25
our
gets you there.
regular
Roll a d20 now.
+2 with flanking?
If you get there.
I
Not
roll a
full
d20?
yet.
Yes, you roll a d20.
You have advantage.
You roll 2 d20s.
And +2. On top of your other pluses.
For what?
That was my
flanking
action.
that.
Are we doing that flanking rule?
We are not. You are not flanking that. All three of you are standing in front of it.
There's
is
a
it the
tower
white
of bread
box?
behind it.
It's the white box.
Oh, I thought it was the X. The X
No,
is so
that
unique.
would be
X is
Lavina.
me.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
bread tower doesn't count
Bread
as an
tower
ally?
is right behind
It's
it.
not behind it.
Yeah, the bread towers.
So
Bread
I
tower can't
rolled
move.
the d20 twice. Do I add +2 to each of them?
Nope.
Or just
no
one?
+2.
You
No,
just
+2.
+2.
You roll d20 and add whatever your attack modifier is.
We're not flanking it. He messed up when he said you had advantage earlier.
Okay.
So that would be
I will-
under actions and attack. You should have your weapon attack there, assuming you have a weapon.
You add 4.
+4.
I'm looking at your character sheet right now. Do you see where it says your double-bladed scimitar, range 5 feet, hit +4? Under actions.
Yeah, I see it now. My computer's being slow.
Gotcha. So whatever you rolled, add your +4 to it and tell Net what you got.
Who's next, by the way, Net?
I got 32.
Back to the top.
What? There's no way you got 32.
32.
Only rolled it.
Just
No, you don't
roll
add.
once.
You don't add both of them together.
It's,
They're each two separate totals.
I rolled an 11 and I rolled a 17 and I was like, okay, 11 plus
You hit.
17 is
It's fine.
28.
I smell a
you
hit.
hit. You hit.
Like 32. Wow, we got ourselves a level 15 fighter.
I knew there's a reason we were scared of her.
Yeah, I'm bread.
She gets 2 attack.
So roll your damage.
Yeah, so
Okay, that needs to be a not d20, right?
I found an asset that's a piece of bread.
Yeah, so you need to roll your weapon
What kind of
damage,
weapon do
and
you
then
have?
you roll your smite damage. So what's your weapon damage? A scimitar is what, a d6?
it's 2d4s plus
2d4s?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, so roll that first. So 2d4s, add that together. Then add 2. So 3, roll it again. That's 1d4, roll another d4.
Wait a minute, what?
You rolled 1d4. You need to roll another one to make it 2d4.
I haven't rolled anything yet, have I?
Oh, that wasn't you that rolled the d4?
It was.
Oh, it must have been.
Yeah. They rolled it in chat.
Internet?
Okay. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 2. 7. And now you got 2d8 for your smite. Plus, is this undead? Net, is this undead?
Yes.
It doesn't have a head.
Well, I gotta ask.
Who's doing the rolling on my
You're
D&D and Beyond?
You're not rolling on D&D Beyond.
You're not rolling
You're rolling in roll
20?
20. You can roll in D&D Beyond if you would like to.
No, I'm so confused.
You're fine.
Are you rolling? Are you the one rolling in the D20 where the map is?
Yes, she is.
Yes,
Yeah,
I rolled
that's
2 D4s.
Yeah, that's roll
Okay.
20.
Now roll a 20.
Nope. No, I said that you're in roll 20. This is roll 20, not D&D Beyond.
Okay, I'm
So
in roll 20.
If you're clicking dice here, so
it's showing up on my D&D and Beyond?
No, it is not. It's showing up in chat. So in the top right-hand corner, there's a purple little chat window. That's 2 little chat boxes. If you click that, you can see what you're rolling.
If she has that little thing open.
Yeah, as soon as she has that open. You can also just roll with your dice. You said you have dice, or you just have a D20.
She only has a D20.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, you've been rolling fine, so just keep doing that. So what is it, D8s now? So you're rolling 3 D8. So if you hover over the dice, go to D8, and then go to 3 and click that. That should roll 3 D8s.
I don't have my mouse right now, so...
Lost it. That's 1, 2.
Man, you need a computer.
3. There you go.
Okay, so I was 16.
What do you add? So that was something you added to the D8, right? What's her smite say?
Yeah.
There's no add to the D8.
There's no add on smite to the D8?
She gets 1 extra D8 for being undead, so...
Okay.
She needs 1 more.
Right.
No,
One more?
She's got 3. It was 2. Smite is 2d8. The third one came from it being undead. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not reading her character sheet. I assume
you're
somebody's
right.
reading her character sheet.
I am.
Okay.
And yes.
I'm trying to.
So...
Alright, so we need to add 2 to every... Add all that, and then add 2.
Yep. And that's radiant damage. Well, the smite aspect of it is.
23 is the answer.
Yeah.
That hits?
Oh, you're done, hun. You already hit.
Wahoo!
Yeah, now we're just calculating damage.
Yeah, no.
Also, paladins are really fun if you don't have a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Welcome to smiting. Paladins use a lot of dice.
When you crit on a smite?
Yeah.
Mwah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
Hayden literally found bread in the assets.
I can't add it.
But you can't add it to the map because we're not the owners. So it's just
yeah, no, I don't know how to all that stuff, sorry.
That's okay.
It's my fault. I was too busy doing dungeons. I didn't help set up Roll20.
Are you still playing Dungeons?
What?
No, that's
No. Not currently. I will after this. Gonna have to.
He's talking about World of Warcraft, not Dungeons and Dragons.
No. So at the end of your turn, the horseman disengages and flees back north.
No. Can we chase it?
You're bread. You can't do anything.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for reminding me what I am.
I'm sorry, you're not. Here you are. Bread, you stay in pocket. You go where I go.
Ow, that bloody hurt! Give me my javelin back! I run after it. I chuck a javelin at it as it's running away.
Chuck the bread at it. Maybe you'll take the bread with him.
Hearing the commotion and the clatter of hooves leaving, the townsfolk open the door back to the church, and the dwarf that you've gotten friendly with urges you all to come back inside.
They shouldn't move that much or I'll start vomiting.
That's probably fair, but
They should stay very still.
I'll come back inside. I'm a wee bit hurt.
I'll go back inside.
Can I come out and proclaim?
I didn't mean to draw that. How do you erase?
Okay, come out
just
and
leave
proclaim.
it.
I'd like to try and sneak back inside.
I'd like to proclaim victory and request gold for our services for ridding the town of the Headless Horseman.
I mean, you can tell a story and try to persuade them that you've gotten rid of the Headless Horseman.
Wait, just for my mental image here, have you pulled your pants back up?
Oh, I better roll to see if
I think that's a no.
see if I
just curious.
What roll would that be?
That's just a carrot. I don't know. You can flip a coin on if you remember to do it or not.
Okay, if I roll even, I did. Odds, I didn't.
Sure.
All right. We'll roll a 6-sided die. 6. Lucky for you all. So as I'm holding my pants up, I'm walking out and be like, "And don't come back. See, we told you we could get rid of the Headless Horseman." Now that wasn't cheap. I used a lot of there's a lot of reagents that we used for that that we're going to need to refill our our coffers, so to speak. If
I took my javelin.
If you wouldn't mind donating, that would be greatly appreciated. I guess that's what it would do. Is that performance, persuasion? What do you mean, roll?
Well, no. Remember, I gave them that 10% discount.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's not, but don't say it's a donation. Then
Thank you. Sorry. As my bony friend said, it is a 10% discount. It'd only be 150 gold.
Nope, just tell them full price. What?
I'll let you roll.
I don't.
So did you say the number?
Yeah.
I will let you roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, really, 150? That was a lot.
It's a Headless Horseman. They're all sitting in a church. They can't do anything. They'll think of how much money they're losing every night.
Roll.
The inn could be bringing in.
Maybe you just made us a crap ton of money.
They should have just surrounded the foundation with garlic butter.
So if I lose this, because we still have the talking bread with this. Anyways, so persuasion's +6, and I rolled a 17, so 15 + 6, right? Disadvantage is -2. Is that right?
Just disadvantage.
No, disadvantage means you rolled twice.
Yeah, and you take the lower one.
You take the lower one.
The 5. That would be the 5 + 6.
So 11.
Yep.
You get the feeling that the townsfolk don't really believe you've run him off.
Ungrateful. That's what I call it.
Do I successfully make it inside, past the guards?
The dwarf is urging you all to come back inside.
Urging us?
Urging.
I guess maybe it's, does he make it back inside without me realizing, so I can't come and chase him and I'll keep him away from the children?
Stealth roll. And perception. So perception from you, You gotta beat a 12. What's your perception?
I got a 5.
Sounds like the rat.
That's a 7. No.
Yes.
Sounds like the rat is
He's
out
back
of your
in.
vision.
Yeah, you got no clue.
You just saved all our lives.
You look around for him as you walk in the door, and he's just gone. And you're like, "Wait, did he come in yet?" And you turn around to look outside, and you see, Crowley, and Bones. Corvey? I'm sorry. What's your character's name? Mosk.
Think of a
Mosk
mosquito.
Like mosquito. He's annoying like a
Mosk and
mosquito.
Crowley are haggling with the blacksmith, and you suddenly you get this sinking feeling in your chest where the bread is, that something has gone amiss. As your hand reflexively goes to grab the loaf of baguette.
I'm sorry, that's probably too much butter. I wouldn't move.
So
Your heart could be about to go out at any moment.
So as you guys come
Please
into the
don't.
church, the dwarf kind of turns to you, goes, "Looks like you might be able to handle yourselves a little bit, but that was dumb."
Why was it dumb?
There's not many people who've faced him recently and still live.
Well, no one's really facing him because he doesn't have one.
We didn't do bad at all. However, he did take my javelin. And he did stab me a bit.
He ran away like a coward.
That he did too.
So I know you've told me the name of your troop, but what are your names?
My name is Runa Grimriver.
I am Iterat Littlefoot.
Nice.
I just hit random.
Seriously, it landed on Littlefoot?
They call me,
Yeah.
but sometimes they just say, "It's a rat, kill it."
Ikit, I assumed you were like halfway across the room and nobody's
Yeah, but I rolled a
looking.
7 on the stealth, so
Oh,
it
that's
is
right.
just like
Yeah,
halfway to the kids,
All
and
right,
then
all
turns
right.
out it's turning to answer the question of what his name is because
Okay.
it's just like completely not synced with him that he's trying to sneak towards the kids, but at the same time, someone asked him for
I missed
his name.
your stealth roll, so yeah. All right. Then you two.
I just kind of wave her off.
All right.
You didn't answer your name?
Yeah.
No,
Name
you
is
just
Moss.
That strange one is Crowley. He's a fortune teller.
Well,
He's a bit prissy.
thank you all
What
for
if you
your
see the other side? You do not want to mess with him.
attempt. My name is Thorin Bronzebeard. I am the innkeeper of this town.
Well, do you got any spare rooms?
Nobody stays in their rooms anymore. I'm piss poor at this point. We all stay here. I can't charge anybody for staying here.
Well, then in the morning, we will go and we will destroy him because, well, we won't get paid for the circus if we don't do that.
You're not
Or
going
we
to
could
see
just-
him in the morning. He does not come out during the day.
Or
But
we
we
could,
can find the helm and the head. Or what? Mas?
yeah, fine. What you said.
You can look. We've not found it yet.
Well,
We
where have you
still
looked?
don't know who took it.
Does when they say that, does anyone in the room seem kind of like like looking away, like they were paying attention to the conversation and now suddenly they're like,
Get a
I don't
perception
know
check,
anything about
please.
that.
Perception, please, for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll with disadvantage on
I'm gonna
this
give him
because
guidance.
it doesn't involve food.
Can you give him guidance from across the room?
You're in my pocket.
That's a good point. No, I cannot. I have to touch him.
You could wait if you summon bread on him.
So that's a 15 with disadvantage.
The bread I summon is not an extension of myself. Simply a divine gift.
I want to give him bard inspiration.
Although, feel free to give me the benefit of the doubt and give me the 17 to making it a 19 if the person who would be suspicious has eaten in the last 6 hours and used any part of their clothing to like as a napkin.
Roll a 1d6 to add the bardic inspiration.
Oh, sure. That's 4. So that makes it a 19 at disadvantage.
So, Ikit, you notice in the front corner towards the altar, there is a kind of a gruff-looking human male sitting by himself. Nobody else seems to be anywhere.
Is it Bread Pocket Man?
Nobody seems to be noticing him. He definitely was listening to y'all's conversation and got a little twitchy when when the helm was mentioned. You notice on his sleeve something a little brown, maybe like leftover gravy from dinner.
I need to check this guy out. I would like to try and kind of like make my way across the room to him with the slap of my rat feet.
Can I go with him?
Kind of fluff up a little bit.
Sure, so the two of you approach this gentleman.
Sure.
Go away, but nobody wants you here.
Can I detect from the smell of this old brown stain perhaps what the gentleman had for dinner?
Yeah, he had the brown. Mm-hmm.
He had the brown. Fine and
get you rat
meal.
Get
You're hiding from me. You have what I want. Yes, you do. You have what I want.
I have nothing. What do you want?
Oh, this rat is at it again.
He's hiding it.
What is he hiding?
I'm not hiding anything.
Can I cast... Wait, hold on. Let me check something.
I just want to be clear that anyone watching Ikit say this might think that he's talking about the helmet in the head, right? But Ikit is actually accusing the man of withholding the brown.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to ask him like what he was hiding.
So, Luina, the dwarf kind of leans to you and goes, "He's a strange one. That he showed up about the time this whole mess started."
The man that Ikit is talking to?
Aye.
Can I use detect thoughts?
Can I investigate to like I'm gonna be like rifling the guy's pockets. I'm looking for brown.
You go ahead. You can go ahead and rifle his pockets. And yes, Corby, you can absolutely.
Did you say that he came before the Heartless Horseman?
I would like to roll with advantage because it involves food.
Yes.
I rolled a 6 plus 6 is 12. So I need 12 to find evidence of brown, or perhaps like maybe some sort of like napkin or something that would indicate where he got the brown.
You find a lot of almost recently dug dirt.
Dirt?
Yeah.
Why? Where is it? Where is it? Where can I find it? Where did you hide it?
Corby, what are you casting?
Detect thoughts.
Yes. Okay, and what is the save on that?
I think there isn't a save.
No? Oh, I just noticed if you...
As long as... Initially, I learned the surface thoughts without... I think... Oh, no, it is a save. Okay.
So yeah. Ikit is hammering this guy with questions about where is it? Where did you hide it? Where are you keeping it from me? And he's trying to read any thoughts that the guy might have on the surface of his mind. So it'd be like the things that are popping into your head as stuff is happening.
I believe Ikit might be onto something.
Yeah, he wants that brown.
Yeah, this says it's a wisdom save. Am I crazy, Corby?
It says save. It says it's a save.
He fails.
Wait, before I cast it, can I ask him about the head and stuff?
I suggest you take Ikit's questioning and go with it. And just like thoughts.
That's what he's going to be thinking about.
Yeah.
It's like there's two conversations going on because Ikit at no point has really indicated that he's asking the guy where the brown is.
With detect thoughts, you can detect surface thoughts without any save whatsoever in order to probe deeper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so that's fine.
The target makes a wisdom save.
He failed anyway. So what you're going to get while Ikit is rifling around this person, asking where it is how do they already know? Nobody can find it. It's hidden well in the woods. Nobody's going to find it. They don't know anything. And he's got to get this rat off of me. That's what you're going to get from him.
But to be clear, is he getting that it is the helmet or the head or something that... Like,
it is the treasure that you seek, yes. The helmet.
I feel like
I want to imagine
discovered something over here.
I have the man's sleeve now in my mouth. And I'm sucking the little bit of brown.
Ikit, what is it that you have found
on his sleeve?
Apparently, this all started happening after this fool got here.
He's hiding the brown.
This is not my fault. I did nothing.
He's asking.
And what is it that you're hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. This thing just looking.
Ikit grabs the man's sleeve and wholly lifts the man's arm over his head. Because Ikit's only 4'10", this is probably like an average sized guy.
He's
got to
on
be
the
at
ground,
least a foot and a half. Well, still, it was just hand up, stain that has been mostly sucked clean, proffered forward. As Ikit goes,
he's hiding the brown.
Hiding no brown.
Not only is he hiding the brown, he's also hiding something in the woods.
What?
What is it?
Woods?
Not the brown.
It
Don't
might
hold
be in your
back
best
on
interest.
us now. What is it that you're hiding in the woods?
How loud are y'all being?
Ikit's very loud.
Y'all being
Ikit
really
is very loud.
Yeah, I'm pretty loud.
Basically for the entire room to hear.
Hey, tattooed lady.
Bread.
If it's not too much trouble, would you just put me back under the bench?
No. You do good things. You do good things. You're staying in my pocket.
I'd feel better just under the bench if that's all right.
No. You're stuck with me.
So the human is he is starting to get defensive. I don't have what you are looking for. I didn't steal anything. I just want to get my brother's body and go home.
Your brother's body?
Your brother's body?
Where is your brother's body? Did you dig up at the tomb?
He's the first victim. We didn't dig anything at the tomb. It's not us. We did not do anything. Corey, are you still concentrating on this? On your detect
He can concentrate for a minute. And he can move it to other targets within that
time frame. Still using it, or have you decided to move on?
I'm still using it.
You're going to kind of get some images of them in the tomb where this presumably war hero is laid. And you're going to see a onyx helm that looks like it might still have a skull in it. And then you're going to get a vision of a body on the floor missing its head. A fresh body. I have nothing, and this is back out and about. I have nothing you are looking for. Leave me alone. Let me be.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Right.
Well, my friend here says there's something hidden in the woods. What is it that's hidden in the woods?
Lumina, roll a perception check for me.
Perception? Okay. $20. I rolled a 17 plus 3.
You notice that this human has thick dirt under his nails. Like he used his hands to dig in the dirt recently. And he's definitely got some mud on his boots. Like he wasn't on just in the streets and the cobblestones.
I asked him what he dug in the woods. Or did Gary ask like something similar to that?
I haven't been in the woods. Why would I go in the woods?
You tell me you got dirt on your boots and dirt under your nails.
Did someone say dirt? Oh my god. I can't take any more of this.
This
Oh
man,
my
he has dirt
goodness.
on his shoes under his nails.
Crowley, you gotta
digging in
get it
the
under
woods.
control.
The dwarf is gonna walk over. I knew you were causing trouble. What have you done? And basically being surrounded and pinned in a corner, he's gonna break. And fine, we just wanted something. We needed the money to. I just want my brother's body. Now I'll get you the helm.
You took the helm?
Yes.
Why?
We needed the money. We heard there was good war loot, and it's an onyx helm. It's beautiful.
Did you say
You can
onyx?
make a lot of money.
Oh my god.
And I'm guessing
Crowley?
when you took it, your brother got chopped.
Yes. It was very unfortunate. I thought we'd get away clean, but no. I just want his body back so we can bury him properly.
Well, that was bad luck.
Where's the head?
But you've
The helm.
affected the whole town. I cannot believe you would do that.
I can. They came in and made a ruckus their first day here anyway. I'll show you where it is in the morning.
Darn right you will.
Alrighty.
So the townsfolk seemingly have heard all of this, are kind of they're starting to show a lot of aggression towards this person. And there's the one actually y'all roll a perception for me.
I get a roll with disadvantage because this does not involve food.
Agreed. I'm just gonna let you handle that, and if you need clarity on something, then we'll let you know.
Brett, do you do anything for me?
Did you say perception or rolling?
Yes.
Okay, 13.
It got a 9.
I will guide you.
I got a 19.
You might
I got a 21 anyway, without your assistance.
Holy crap.
Roll
Okay.
a d4. You can get higher.
Crowley, what'd you see?
I got a 15. I'm slightly distracted. I'm kind of trying to weigh the dirt versus an onyx helm.
So,
I got a 2, so I have 23.
Ideret and Mosk, you both hear a couple people basically in the back of the church, not anywhere near where this gentleman is sitting, start mumbling about, we need to take care of this ourselves and get rid of him.
I'm going to yell out to the entire church and just tell them, nobody is killing him tonight, because if you kill him, then we don't find the helm and you can't be free of this curse. So, we are going to protect him until morning, find whatever it is, and then you can have him after. Understand?
Right, what she said. If you want us to get rid of this, you need to let us keep him alive till the morning.
But you can have the bread if anyone wants a loaf of bread. 5 gold?
Right. So are
make more bread.
you all going to kind of keep watch over this gentleman until the morning?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
time for a zombie sleepover. You know what those are called?
No, what are they called?
A mass grave.
Wow.
So
I think the bread fell asleep.
the night passes without incident. And in the morning, you all force.
Can I heal myself?
Yeah. Y'all can just kick off a long rest. It's still plenty of time for that. So the sun rises. The townsfolk go back to their homes and start their day after getting an uneasy night of rest, but a night of rest. And the gentleman you all protected, wakes up and thank you for keeping them off of me today. I know that's going to be hard after this, but
Yeah, you're on your own after this one, bucko. But where's that helm now?
he hesitantly shows you all the spot in the woods where he buried it. And he offers, he starts talking to you all as he digs it back out. How about this? We can split the money for the helm, and we can just leave now.
Not a bad idea.
Not a chance. Because then all the town folk, they'll still be attacked by the Headless Horseman.
I love how your accent changed just
I know.
ever so slightly.
It did happen. Sorry, I know.
We can't. We have to go back. Because the brown is back in the town.
Maybe we could just put the skull back and we
garlic
keep
bread.
the
And we could
helm.
have brown and garlic bread and brown. And it would be so good if we had the brown.
But
and you
if
take
we
the garlic bread and you dip it in the brown. And it's so
Will
tasty.
someone take care of the rat?
If we sold it,
I'll create 2 pieces of garlic bread in front of the rat.
Do you think
It goes quiet
we would
except for
make
the
more
sounds
money
of
from the
munching.
helm versus like performing at the town?
I think so. I mean,
I feel like no. Crowley, listen to me. If we save them, they'll be willing to spend more money at our circus. We can stay a few extra nights.
They could pay us for saving the town and then pay us for being at the circus.
Think of all the money Moss is gonna make at that dunk tank.
They don't
They'll
have
have the
any
kids
money.
laughing. And then they'll pour lots of money in. And then they'll buy all the food they want.
What?
And you can think of all the mess the kids will make. And then you can clean it up.
What does being charmed mean?
You're under the control of somebody else.
What? Fine. Will you at least bring my brother's body back and just leave me here in the woods? Say I ran away and you Please, just let
I
me
told
go.
them that you are theirs after this. I didn't tell them I was going to tell them where you were. I just said we're no longer protecting you after you give us this. So
Wait,
you do what you want.
how
Whoa,
much?
whoa, whoa! What,
Just
Crowley?
ask him. I mean, how much is it worth to you if we let you stay in the forest?
I'll create 2 pieces of garlic bread in front of this gentleman.
I swipe one of the 2 pieces of garlic bread and I shove it in my other cheek. So now I have both of my cheek pouches are currently stuffed with garlic bread.
Crowley's not going to be happy unless he gets some money. You better give him some money.
Well, let him shake up the kid as we're walking away.
Was there anything else other than the helm?
I don't know. We didn't open the other crypts. That was the only one we were going for.
There's more crypts.
There's plenty of dead people down there. That's just the one we went for because we knew we had the helm.
We're not going to start going into crypts and taking stuff from the dead.
I didn't suggest it. I merely thought it.
Let's go return the helm and the head.
Where do we return it to?
Or do you say something like, Ickit, I can't believe you would suggest we rob the dead.
So
yeah, I kick it. Dude.
Crowley, after your knowing of how to deal with this, you know that you have to put the head back where it came from, not just give it to somebody to make this stop.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go where?
I guess he's leading us to the helm, and then you guys can let him
have
go.
the helm. You're at the helm.
We have the helm.
What about the head?
The head's in the helm.
The head's in the helm.
Oh my! You didn't tell me the head was in the helm. Okay, I don't want it.
I just said it. I said it a few minutes ago that the skull was connected to it.
I don't listen to you most of the time. You people are very boring.
We're boring. You're the future teller that sits up in the wagon master all day and just barks orders. You're not the leader.
He's always using the bathroom, too. Pooping all the time with his IBS.
Right, you use up all of the toilet paper that we have.
Medical condition.
Well, maybe we should medically leave you out.
I'm gonna produce 2 slices of garlic bread for Crowley.
I fart. I don't.
I fart.
Listen. Crowley pulls in a good crowd.
Wait, you can do it on purpose?
He's great fortune teller.
Yeah, but an annoying traveler.
He's a bit germophobic.
A bit? How is he germophobic when he poops so much?
Those are his own germs.
Condition.
Lead us to the tomb. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, human. Let's go, little one. I don't know.
I do have a name, you know.
What's your name?
Go ahead.
Cragus.
Craig?
Christ?
Cragus.
Craggist.
Craig Christ. A great song, by the way. No one's
he. Do I have to go? I don't want to go back down there. I don't want to see.
Dude, at least take us to it and at least get us to the entrance. We'll figure it out from there.
So,
if not, I'm definitely telling this town where you are.
He leads you around the town and kind of skirts out and heads towards the north.
Out of character, we really don't need him because I know what it is and I can just use locate object unless there was something.
You already have the helm. He's taken you to it.
I know.
So,
I was just saying.
He can locate the body because the skull's in the helm.
Yeah. He could locate the body, yeah.
Did the map change for all of you?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you all, after a fairly decent little walk, approach the gate of the cemetery. There is a large round crypt in the middle with two smaller square crypts to either side. They are gated and locked.
Well, I guess we just can't do it. I think we're gonna have to go with the sell the helm idea.
Hey, tattooed lady.
What?
Will you take me back to town and put me in the box?
What box?
Maybe buy one?
Do you think I'm going to spend money on you?
I make bread.
Yeah, I don't like the bread. I just eat it because it's there.
Who are you blabbing to?
The bread's in my head again! I don't know what to tell you.
They're gonna
Bread's
think you're
sad now.
crazy.
They already think I'm crazy.
How
They're
is
also
everything
slightly
locked
scared of me.
if they already broke in? Who relocked it?
I don't know who locked it.
Maybe the horseman?
Or the town folk that came up here and looking for.
Or the crypt keeper.
Wouldn't they have seen your brother's dead body?
Oh, I don't believe anybody's gone down into the crypt. You gotta go down the stairs in the middle one.
Well, that seems pretty dumb. If they're having all this trouble and they didn't even check the crypt.
Nobody wants to go in the crypt. That's where he lives.
Oh, good
Wait.
grief.
Can
I
I
walk straight to wherever the crypt is.
can I locate him, his body then? Just to tell if he's in there or not?
Does it work on living objects?
I mean, is he wearing anything? I could locate his armor.
I mean, he has his head. It would be part of his body, so I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. It might work.
Sure, I'll allow it. Is there a roll or anything for that?
No, it just doesn't.
Human. Oh, Craigist. Where's your brother's body? No.
Mosk, you believe that the body is down in the crypt. Near its tomb.
Pookha, I think you need to go get some coffee or something, man.
I'm good.
So, out of character, is his body connected to like the headless horseman himself? Like at night, that is his body. So basically, he's sleeping.
I mean, you don't know? But if you're returning the thing he wants, do you think he's going to attack you?
No.
I mean, he can't see that we have it.
I can yell it at him.
He doesn't have ears.
He's an undead creature. It's magic. I mean, Mosk doesn't have ears either.
Baguette, do you know?
Baguette will cast Thaumaturgy in the middle of the graveyard. I will say, "Hey, man with no head, we got to the head, and I make us some bread. Get out of bed." And like a loud booming voice in the middle of the graveyard, as loud as I can.
The gate in front of you of the main crypt opens.
I believe we
Well,
can go
that
down
was
there.
easy. All right, let's go down.
I think someone needs to just stay here just in case.
I can-
If you don't choose to come with us,
I
I'm
can
gonna
do-
charm you.
I can do that. Just sit me down here.
Oh, great. Crowley and the bread want to stay behind.
No, I mean, no, he needs the bread and his head. But someone should stay here in case.
I'll make 2 more pieces of bread and give it to Crowley. Or
Are
in
you
front
going
of
to
Crowley.
stay here and guard it?
I don't really give things.
I don't trust Crowley. He should come with us.
Can I roll an investigation to see if he was lying about needing the bread?
I think you all know he was lying before. But you.
But do they?
We were all convinced he
that's
said
right.
it then.
Just take the bread with you and go down the stairs.
The bread is in my pocket. Let's go.
Bread, you're coming with us. Crowley, stop being a baby and come with us.
I believe this is kidnapping.
You're a piece of bread.
You don't exist.
Kragus is adamant. He's not going down those stairs. I'm staying here. No, not going. No, you guys go. Return the head. I stay here. You save the day. I stay here.
Fine, get out.
Okay, where's your brother's body?
In the crypt.
It's down there. You're not going to miss it.
Okay, I'll bring it back up for you.
Someone's gonna stay here and watch him.
Crowley,
I'll do thaumaturgy. I'll do thaumaturgy.
But he wants his brother's body, so he's not going to leave.
I'll do thaumaturgy for down the kind of the crypt, and it'll be like a whispery voice. It'll be, Crowgus, help me.
I'm gonna look down and I'll be like, "Are you taunting the poor human?"
Let me be. I'm bread.
Okay, bread.
I'm staying here and not going down there. I promise, though.
Dude, I'll get your brother.
I walk straight down. I'm going to go kill this thing.
Let's go get it and get this corpse so this man can bury his brother, and we can go on with our lives and find another place to circus.
So you all walk down the stairs and into a open, small, well-lit chamber with
Crowley's probably standing at the top of the stairs
with two ways, two hallways on either end. Which way would you like to go?
Do I smell
Moss,
any food?
Which direction does it look?
Moss, can you tell?
So these hallways are both headed off towards the north, in which the direction that Moss sensed the body.
No meat juice at all?
No meat juice. These are very old bodies.
Ugh.
Other than the one. Oh, that's true. Fair enough. In a northward direction, Wax. Or Ikit.
I think Ikit would.
I smell something. That way.
And point to the north.
We can't see.
I moved my camera up because I needed to run over to my kitchen and grab a drink.
But I mean, we can't see which way you're pointing.
He said north. It's just pick a side, guys.
We go to the left.
All right. Yeah, go to the left. Still well-lit corridor, and head north. And it branches back.
Is that the direction of the smell?
Yeah.
Okay.
It branches back. It turns quickly back to the right, and you see that it was a through passageway. It's a circle.
Is
with
that
a
40 you were drinking, Wax? I'm just checking.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
right.
With
Trying to get Pookha banned from YouTube. It's
another
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, dang.
With another northward hallway off of it.
You can't drink alcohol on YouTube?
I didn't know that was a thing.
I break that all the time.
Wow.
All right. Are y'all continuing north?
Uh-huh.
Stay in school, kids.
You get to a T in the hallway, and there is presumably a cave-in rock to the left, and your only way forward is to the right.
Guess we go
Well, I
to
guess
the right.
we're going right.
This hallway then curves again, continuing north. As you've walked down these hallways, you've seen the crypts with the coffin set off to the sides, but nothing seems to be happening. There's nothing necessarily coming after you. You come to another offshoot towards the west, and you start to realize that it's not north anymore. So you're all at an L. Your choices are north or head west.
I will let my nose guide me.
You lead the group west, and you come to a 4-way intersection.
Was that a moan I heard down the hallway?
To the north, you see a body laying in front of a altar that has a large stone casket on it that has been pushed a little to the side and opened. To the north, you see just some rows of coffins pushed up in their spaces.
So I see the body?
See the body laying on the ground, missing its head.
So do we just walk over and
the
put
head
it
is
on?
totally gone too?
We have the head.
Wait, is
No.
there blood?
This is the brother, and his head is missing.
Oh, this is the brother. Oh,
Is
my
there
goodness.
blood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't
Oh,
have a
God,
head.
Someone catch me, and I fall back.
Crowley. Okay, you just fell into the
Icket
crypt
catches him.
wall.
Icket was behind Crowley, and Icket catches him in his greasy arms as Crowley faints.
I'm sure I would be upset if I was conscious at this time, but I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
Your last thought as you slip into unconsciousness is how soft the wall was behind you. Icket is incredibly soft.
Crowley.
I told you we shouldn't have brought him.
I whisper something about
I forgot
my
he
mom.
fainted at blood.
We should have just left him in the wagon.
Yeah, or up above, you're right. I forgot he was fearful of blood. He's fearful of everything.
Ugh,
So does anybody
alright.
approach the
I walk up to it.
sarcophagus?
I'm also going to walk up to it.
This spot actually seems pretty peaceful. Will you open up one of these and just put me inside?
You want me to put you in a casket?
Just pick one of those in the wall. There's a little sconce there. If you just kind of sit me in one of those.
Push the button. Back up.
We couldn't hear what you said.
Ah! You want me to put you in a vase on the wall?
That would be fine.
No.
Oh.
You're not getting... The vases have water.
No, they don't.
He said scones.
As you say that,
hold the torches.
do you like toy with him a little bit? Are you like taking the bread and moving it towards the sconce, and then like the last thing, be like, no, you stay in my pocket.
Oh no, he's here.
Okay.
He gets
making
pats.
sure. Because if that bread leaves your pocket and moves towards the wall, I'm gonna notice.
Did this horseman take the head of the brother?
He must have. Maybe he wants to replace it.
Once you get closer, you notice that the head is detached, but it's just rolled around the side of the
the head's still here, guys. The head's here.
Oh, there it is. We were just at a bad angle. That's what it was.
But looking into the stone sarcophagus, you find a armored, presumably human male skeleton, clad and shield still in hand, sword hilt sticking out.
Is that the sword that stabbed me?
So Icket holding Crowley in like a swooned bride kind of, not fireman's carry, but like just in front of him across both of his arms, because Crowley is very light from having IBS and having to poop all the time. Kind of shuffles over to the side of the crypt and kind of leans over and goes,
"Oh, I thought it would be bigger, to hold the horse."
We should probably remove the sword.
Is that the sword that stabbed me?
So I'm going to use my ability called Philosophical Musings. I can basically cause a creature to have an existential crisis and become incapacitated for 1 minute or until they take damage. And I'm going to do that on Ikit. And what I'm going to say is, "Hey, Ikit, you think you're not dead because you're not bread. Yes, but what do you do when bread's in your head?" I'm in your head, Ikit. I'm bread.
Do I make a saving throw?
It doesn't appear so. It really, there's just that just
Why
puts
do you
you
want to
out.
make him crazy? I don't understand.
Ikit has now gone cross-eyed and is staring off into the distance and mumbling something.
But what if I'm bread? Why in my head?
Crowley falls out of his hands and into the sarcophagus as he is delirious.
Probably not up that high.
He's not.
I'm pretty short. I'm pretty short. I'm only 4'10".
Can I get the longsword out of the headless horseman's hands?
You can try.
You definitely can try.
Is there is it like a 5-foot entrance that we've kind of come through here, Net?
It's 10, but yeah.
Are you sure it's not 5?
It's 5.
Okay, I'm going to create a bonfire and trap us in here behind.
What?
In that 5-foot square. So I'm going to cast create bonfire and just
put him in the vase with the water.
Cause a little pillar of flame to.
Why are you trapping us in here?
Bread, what are you doing?
Y'all will hear thaumaturgy. I brought you to my master.
In my head. The bread.
You mean Crowley was right? We had to return the bread as well as the head.
He was right?
In my head.
You're trapped in here with me now. I am not just bread.
Put him in the vase with the water. Quickly.
So, Mosk, you are going for the sword?
The bread.
Yeah, can I take my water pouch and dump it on the bread?
And garlic.
No, you said you're going to go for the sword, right?
So, as I'm in an existential crisis,
It's only for a minute, Wax.
I feel like
to the ability.
I feel like the solution to the existential crisis was in front of Ikit the entire time.
Yeah.
And that solution was to eat the bread that is in his head. And that's what Ikit does. So as you manifest in Ikit's mind as this bread, and you're like this laughing, spinning baguette of but bread is in your head. Yeah. Then just like the whole of Ikit's mind becomes mouths, and they all just start taking bites out of you, over and over and over and over again until there's nothing left.
What happened to Ikit?
Ikit? I don't know. What happened?
The bread! The bread was in my head!
The bread locked us in here!
Are we having barbecue?
No, the bread is trying to make us.
I pull out my water skin. I'm going to dump it on the bread.
I have it in my hand. Let's go.
I open my water skin.
Wait!
And I start dumping it on the bread.
I create my spiritual weapon.
Oh, goodness.
Ikit begins fumbling with the trash compactor.
All right.
And produces a strange...
Hold all of you. Corvy, do you actually go for the sword?
No.
Okay, then. Does anybody put the head back, or are you guys really getting ready to fight with the bread?
Who's got the head?
That's a really good question that you guys probably should figure out.
It's probably with Crowley. in my arms.
You would have taken it, Ickett?
I mean, I have Crowley, so I'm assuming Crowley has
was
the
not
helmet.
holding the helmet.
Crowley
with
was
the
definitely
head.
not
Oh,
holding the head.
No,
I'm
he's
holding the
ugh.
helmet in the head.
That's kind of what I figured. Okay.
Okay.
Just put the.
So you have a firewall behind you all, blocking you into this space. That you actually don't. Puka? Did you tell them you said it?
Yeah, he pretty much did.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I just said.
No, you literally went
You
off.
literally
You are
said you
now
trapped
trapped.
his- he's
Yeah,
literally
sure.
said-
Maybe
Yeah,
I
you
said
were like,
that.
I brought you
Right.
to my master.
Yeah,
I
maybe
trapped you in
maybe
the
I
yard.
said that.
All right. So what are all of you doing? And I guess we probably need to roll some initiative.
I am going to try to kill the bread. I'm not gonna lie, since it's in my hand.
Kill
My initiative's-
your kidnapped victim.
My initiative's only 11. AFK real quick to grab a drink.
I'm at 20.
Wax is bringing out the books. I don't think it's about to get serious.
Oh, I was flipping through it real quick.
My initiative is 10.
I got a 22.
Oh, Spelljammer.
Yeah. It's the
Oh, gosh.
collector's edition.
I got a 9 because I fainted.
It's,
Do you even get a
15
roll
for
then?
3. So I have an 18
you
for
do.
initiative.
I'm just saying, Wax, I'm down for Ice Pirates whenever you want to DM that campaign. Just saying.
All right.
I mean,
Corby, you're first.
I might have a one shot up my sleeve.
You were trapped in here, and the bread told you that he brought you to his leader. What do you do?
Can I charm the bread?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I'm trying to think if I would need to charm someone else or anything.
Bread, are
Yeah,
you
okay.
sure you're not butter? Because you're on a roll with this.
Right, so
In the meantime, while everyone's trying to figure it out, I'm just sitting here shaking bread because I know he hates it.
Understood.
He just thinks you have palsy.
Great, you're using bread like
So-
a shake commercial.
Just don't shake it like a shake weight.
are we starting to fight it already? Like, are we fighting the bread already?
That is for
I
you
think
and
it's-
your group to decide.
You can do whatever you want, dude. I've got it under control right
He
now.
just one shell and turns after he set up a blaze of fire behind you.
And said
and
that he brought us.
So, so since I'm going first, it's before everyone starts fighting him, so he doesn't get an advantage on charm person.
So
But since we rolled initiative, would that be fighting?
Yeah, we're in
Yeah, I
combat.
mean, it's up to you. Yeah. But
So
yeah,
I have a
mean,
bad
basically,
news for you, Corby. He is bread.
Does
so you can't charm
He is not a humanoid in any shape.
Oh,
way,
I'm definitely
form.
not
He is
humanoid.
bread.
I did not read the humanoid.
Yeah, the
Oh.
first part is you
You
attempt
have
to
to be
charm a humanoid.
Oh.
I don't just use suggestion.
Oh, I'm transcended.
Or I could use suggestion.
just do vicious mockery and make fun of the fact that he's got no arms and legs or something.
I don't know.
He's a part of breakfast that no one wants to eat.
Wait. So he is crispy.
Crispy.
Yes.
Yeah, he said he was all
was,
crusty.
yeah.
I'm a little stiff.
So could I try and crack him in half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll just be
Go
two.
for it.
Then I'll just be 2 pieces of bread.
But he has the little seal thing.
The Black Knight from Monty Python. If you break me in two, I will just surround you.
But he has Can I,
Come on, it's just that bread cut.
Yeah, he has his garlic metal thing in the middle. So I can try and break
Heat
that.
metal.
I don't have that.
Okay, so are you
Yeah,
taking a rapier attack or are you unarmed?
I'll pierce the middle of the bread to try and hit him with this middle. Yeah,
So you're swinging your rapier.
Yes.
Alright, roll for attack.
I mean, what's his AC? Like 1?
I love you, Pookha.
I hate you, Pookha.
Hayden just rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20. It's critical.
Hey, Pookha, I think you're gonna die. Alright, Corey, roll me some damage.
I love how you're making attack rolls.
I just want to see.
Like, what am I gonna
be.
do? What am I gonna do? Dodge?
I mean,
Let me get out of the way of this rapier.
letting them roll. Give them a break.
I'm a loaf of bread.
You just set the room on fire.
I did 14 damage.
14?
Yeah.
Is the bread dead?
No.
Oh no.
Alright. It's your turn, Becca.
Oh, you may reduce me to crumbs, but this will have no effect.
No effect on what?
Break his seal.
I'm gonna walk over to the fire and put him in it.
Some nice kindling.
So I don't. I'm literally just gonna walk over to the firewall and just set him in the fire and let him burn.
I mean, technically I have to make a dexterity saving throw, but I'm also bread. So
He can't really. He has to roll out of the way.
So I don't know what you want me to do.
Can you roll?
He has to roll midair.
I cannot move. I don't think dexterity saving
Pookha,
throws
I think you're.
apply.
I think you're done, friend.
Well, now hold on.
Unless
now.
you
That's
can come up with
only-
something you got.
Can you cast something?
That's
He needs
all-
to spawn the garlic bread to push him out of
I'm
the
good.
fire.
I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
good.
Well, it's Wax's turn next.
Well, now hold on. I take.
I don't know what
bread.
what
Let's
is
see.
the.
Well, I'll do the air
What, like
damage.
1d6 damage, fire damage or
Oh,
something?
Yeah,
no,
probably.
I'll just end my concentration.
Oh, and the fire goes well.
It's my fire.
Oh, yeah, it is your fire. That's true.
Did you say that?
You stupid piece of bread.
Stomp the
But
bread.
I only end my concentration in a little spot around where I am. Okay, I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
So
I guess Crowley can escape now if he wants to.
I think he's still passed out.
Oh.
But if it's Ikit's turn, Ikit's about to eat that dang bread.
yeah, Wax, it's your turn.
Oh.
The bread has now gotten a little ashy and crusty from sitting in the
So-
fire for a few seconds.
So in Ikit's haste coming out of this
How much damage did I take?
bread stupor,
Corby, what was
Ikit,
your number?
15?
Ikit is
14.
like
14, yeah.
digging through his trash can looking for something, and I'm imagining that the head ended up in the trash can, And so Icket is like
No, the
emptying
head's
the
in my
trash
hand.
can. Oh, okay. So I can't just put it in the coffin. Okay, so then Icket finds what he's looking for and pulls it out and holds it over his head, a la Zelda style. Da 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 da! And it appears to be this jug that has a bunch of different, like, strange openings all around the outside. But it takes, all my actions to go digging in the trash can to find this thing that Icket has been excitedly looking for. So you have to wait till my next turn to find out what I do with it.
All right.
Next time on
Lumina, it's your turn.
How do we not realize his name on the character sheets? His name is literally Bagu-et.
Yeah, he
I
told
think he
you that.
said it. He said
it.
I wasn't paying attention.
The name's
He also
Bog.
wasn't in the thing until
Baguette.
after he showed up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's why I didn't see it.
Y'all really should read through my features.
You should.
I mean, I know how many hit points you have left, so that's nice.
All right, Lumina.
I know I'm holding the head, and it probably should go back in there, but I really had my water skin, and I was going to go over and dump it on the bread because he seemed to be very afraid of rain the whole time. So I go take my water skin and I dump it on top of the bread.
You don't just like drop
And
the
then
head into
and
the...
then I stomp on it over and over again because I really like to break things.
Wow.
Well, that's one of my character traits.
It is one of her character traits. I'll allow it.
So I pour water on the bread and I stomp on it. I don't know. Do I need to roll something? I don't know.
Technically an unarmed strike? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
An unarmed strike? Okay, hold on.
It should be on your...
He's technically on the ground, so isn't that like your... He's
I mean, an unarmed strike deals 1 damage.
I just found a flaw in you making all those garlic bread
I said
pieces.
I'm a barbarian, so hold your horses. Hold on.
prone. He's prone.
Yeah, it
too.
should be under actions, all. You have unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike.
You can only make more garlic bread unless the previous one
Hers is 5, by
I
the
do
way.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Dang it.
So I do 5 damage to you.
Doesn't everyone get attack of opportunity when he's dropped to the ground, though? And when he falls prone?
Hopefully you guys are breaking down the mechanics of how you're destroying bread.
I mean, I pour water on you too.
Hey,
you should take damage from the water.
That was misdirection.
You made yourself the villain of this story.
He's just soggy.
All right, Pookha.
He's easier to destroy when I'm stomping him.
Well, I have my... Are they kind of all in front of me?
Well, I am on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty much around you, yeah.
I just
they're
sat you on the ground
I'm in
and
the
fired.
hallway, right? And they're all kind of in front of me?
You're wherever the fire was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to burning hands every one of them.
You can't reach.
You don't have
all of it.
hands. You don't have hands.
Isn't that great? I don't know. It's on my spell list. Burning hands.
You need to reskin this spell for us.
Unfortunately for the bread,
see.
burning hands just means when you grab the bread, you burn your hand because the bread is really hot.
Yeah.
Let's do. No, okay. I'm
you
gonna
can't
cure
You
cure
can't
wounds
do-
myself.
I was about to say, you can't do the somatics to make that spell.
What do you mean? I'm good. All right, here we
burning
go.
hands?
1, 5, 8 plus 4. So I'm gonna gain 12 hit points. And
But
then
you
I'm
have
gonna,
to touch the
and then
creature
I'm gonna,
for wounds. You can't
then I'm
touch
going
yourself.
to smack him with my. I'm touching myself. Then I'm gonna smack him with my spiritual weapon, my baguette. I'm gonna hit whoever's close to me. For
Probably be Luina.
I would think so, yeah.
okay, hold on, I gotta find my actions. Spiritual weapon. +6. So I'm gonna 16 plus 6. I imagine that hits.
It does.
1d8.
What are you hitting me with?
7.
Or spiritual weapon. The bread.
11 points of damage.
He's hitting you with you.
11 points of radiant, or I'm sorry, force damage. As the baguette slams into you. Ha ha!
Oh boy.
All right, Guts.
My master will now rise.
So as I guess as I'm fainted, you guys notice that. So I'm going to cast. Hold on, I can cast it before I describe it. I guess
You fainted, but you can cast while you're unconscious.
Just,
Yeah,
can we just go with it? Can we just? I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess.
If he's a hypochondriac, so he was actually faking the fainting the whole time.
Yeah, right. If the demon will, if the DM will allow it for my demon to come out. Hold on,
I'll allow it.
Where's my abilities on this sheet? It's an ability. I can't see it. Inventory. It would be under actions, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
Probably.
Form of dread.
Oh boy.
How do I use it?
I think you just say it.
You guys noticed that.
I just describe what happens. Yeah.
As I'm laying on the ground, that what appears to be like wrappings, almost from like I guess if you happen to know of Egypt and out the Far East, I guess in this realm, we'll say.
What's Egypt?
Yeah, roll. You have to.
Don't worry about it, baguette.
I'm 3 days
so basically,
old.
have a bunch of bandages seem to come out kind of from the ground and kind of envelop me, I guess.
So you're basically Moon Knight.
Okay, just you're grounded.
Let it be.
You're grounded.
How
okay.
original.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, sorry, we can't all decide to be a piece of food.
You could have been anything.
I could have been a turnip.
You could have been a spoon.
I didn't think to be a turnip or a spoon.
My next character will be a spoon.
Oh my gosh, y'all stop.
Should have been a butter knife.
It's getting late. Come on.
Okay. Well, all right. So I'm enveloped by a bunch of wrappings and kind of look somewhat mummyish and stand up. Gosh, I don't even have a voice for this guy. So whatever. Okay. So I'm just going to describe. So he looks over at everyone and looks really mean and much more kind of, I guess, able than the weak, feeble person. I don't remember the voice. I don't remember. I'm not good with voices. But he's angry, as you can tell. So he's grumpy.
A piece of bread.
Yeah, you did pretty good with the French. I mean, I guess because it's a baguette and they come from France. I mean, that's a little bit on the nose.
That was my idea, and you guys...
A little bit on the nose, but whatever. All right. I don't know. So what am I going to do? So I'm going to
attack
obviously
the party and kill them. They've never loved you, not like me and my master.
Do you whisper that in my head?
Yes.
So I look over at the bread and I say, "How dare you? How dare you attempt to think that your feeble mind tricks would work on someone of my stature?"
I go prone to protect myself from his range attack.
if you want this so bad, have it. I pick him up and the head and put him in the sarcophagus and slam it shut.
Okay, this is very important.
All right,
Luina, do you allow Crowley to take the head from you?
Yeah, I do.
Is the sarcophagus shut fully?
Yes.
Do you want to go in there too, Rat? Because I'll throw you in there too.
No, I'm asking because Ickett's plan was to, he's got this jug.
You can live there forever. There's food.
Can I make a reaction
Actually,
before I get thrown in there? Can I do a reaction?
Sure.
I want to give 2 pieces of bread to Icket.
Sure. Can you roll a strength check for me just to make sure you
let him know what he's missing?
Close, please.
Let him know what he's giving up. There's a lot to say, Icket.
What do I get?
You got to choose. Whose side are you on?
Oh,
The side
gosh.
of infinite bread.
It was only an 8. So apparently my demon form curses that he has such a weak,
this is
feeble
perfect.
mortal.
Can I give
as
him
his
bardic
vessel.
inspiration?
Do I go next after him?
You don't. Corby does, and
Okay.
so all right. So you're gonna give him bardic inspiration, Corby.
Well, I mean, did he?
I failed, obviously. I
Give
the
him bardic
stupid weak
inspiration.
husk of a frail man thing that,
I give him bardic inspiration.
which is what, a 1d6?
Yeah.
2. So I curse. This
It's a 9,
sweet
right?
Human.
It would be
Yeah.
10.
You get it even a little bit more closed, but it's still slightly open.
Right, didn't you say it was 8, or did you say it was 7?
As soon as I'm done putting these two in here, someone kill this weak mortal so that I can inhabit someone of greater stature. This fake charlatan.
All right,
Okay, so
Corby. So,
Corby's turn?
you see Crowley try to pull the sarcophagus lid shut, and there's probably a 4-inch gap still open. But the bread and the head are in.
Quick, skeleton, if you can fit the rat in there, I will give you immense power. More than you've ever known. You want flesh? I'll give you your flesh back.
I think I'm much more handsome in it like this.
All right, are you doing anything,
Smells
Corby?
like garlic butter.
Yeah, I can close it the rest of the way.
Roll strength for me. Yours is much better.
It's not.
Okay.
We can do it
Go next.
together.
Let me do
I
the
go
thing.
next.
I rolled. No, wait, I rolled it. Wait, I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20.
Did you really?
Yes, I rolled a nat 20.
Congrats, you pulled the sarcophagus closed before it could get there.
Y'all don't even know.
You
don't even know.
You
He's
don't.
rolling his dice inside of a box and like shaking it. It's really funny.
Yeah, it works well.
All right, so for brevity's sake,
hacked.
guys, you all go back to the town and you stay the night just to see that nothing happens. And you all have managed to save the town. You set up your circus for them and they enjoy it. You make a pretty penny, and the townsfolk have kind of gathered all that they have, and you end up leaving with about 150 gold.
The cost of the helmet.
But you save the
Would it
town
be
and
just easier if
everybody
they
is
just gave me
happy.
the 150 gold earlier? Because that's what I asked for. I'm just saying.
I just want to point out that my entire plan was, since the sarcophagus was open, it was essentially a container. And the goal was to get rid of the bread. So Ikit had fished out his alchemy jug and was about to fill the coffin with 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Yeah,
so that
I already
he could
figured
eat
that out.
the bread.
Pookie,
I just want you to know.
I tried to put you in there.
Sure.
I tried to get him to put you in there.
Stopping the stream. What happens to the bread before I do?
Oh, you live in that sarcophagus by yourself.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Obviously,
until
the
someone finds
takeaway
you.
is the Wagon Master 5000 from the carnival is driving into the sunset,
Yeah.
right? And perched on the back of the Wagon Master is Ikit, who's sitting there staring back at the town kind of forlornly. And just as the camera is about to fade to black, a piece of garlic bread appears in Ikit's hand. And his eyes flash.
Insane.